All right, everybody all right? All right, to be alive. All right, so we see what direction the world is going. It's the direction Mr. Yahuwah see fit for it to go. This is the only way to get unashamed. One of y'all get on here. Y'all got a book in between. They got y'all squeezed up. Like one of y'all can sit over here. Yeah, but as y'all can see, time for us to make sure we get it right. This thing winding up, coming to a close real soon. And one thing you don't want to do is get to the end of this and not be where you're supposed to be. Make no mistake, this won't just end with Ukraine. There's a lot more political attachments to it than what they're telling us. Everybody only telling us what they want us to know to make us hate the right people they want us to hate. But you got to be familiar with other people's story. There's a lot more intel to this whole little Ukraine embargo they got going, and NATO invasion of pushing their wind. They so hung up on states and rights and sovereignty and freedom. Why won't these white people restore us ours? NATO is the reason why a lot of these countries been invaded and overtaken. When you join it, you just paying money to be in a gang. That's all the people did, pay money to be in a gang that go around and bully other people that's not in it, punk you out of stuff and come around your house and hang around your house and play around your front door. Anybody get upset and get pissed, you playing around. America and England and France and Germany ain't gonna let anybody come play around their border. They ain't gonna let no troops sit around their border. That's just been I ain't no fan of Russia. So they can put all they want to. White folks are, you're coming, your mama won. Isn't that right? Your mama coming. I don't give 6 in one hand, half a dozen that. I don't care one about them no more than the other one. I'm looking at our liberation.
That's right.
So when you watch all this effort they'll put in, y'all can slide down right here. What y'all doing? Y'all got a gap right to slide on. Yeah. Get yourself a little goober room. Get some goober room. Y'all joke pile up so much stuff with you. What y'all be doing? Y'all ain't living on these bitches, is it? There you go. Give him a little goober room. Slide down a little bit. Yeah. Get a man some goober room. Yeah, they had you pissed all up in that one to nanny. Y'all tell you, hey man, give me some, tell me you need about, what this is, man. Get you about 12 inches of goober room. At least 12 inch of goober room. Y'all all right? Gotta teach them now. Cause these folks want to squeeze y'all up with them old tight britches and then your legs all goobered up. And they give you food. They don't want you to make no babies. They don't want them. I know it's the style now, everybody. You know, the tighter the better. Only time you doing tight, you trying to get your blood pressure taken. Other than that, no, we trying to be loose. We want to be fit. Isn't that right? They want to be fit when you go out and, you know what I'm saying? You can run from the police, still keep moving. Ain't that right? I had to run catch up. Or you had to run tackle a girl that didn't respond when you say hello. When you had on them tight jeans, we never would have caught them women. I'm talking about the person who was doing it. When he got there, he couldn't attack, he just had to just lay on them. Because my pants too tight, I can't bend down to attack you. I just got to lay on you. Well, that's for next week. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
I would, my biggest thing I want to say is I really, I guess, you know, hope is a word we kind of use, we kind of throw around, but we understand your call, expected weight. Your call for us is that, you know, people really been considering the Nefash. That's the most important thing. And unfortunately, it take situations like, you know, the war in Ukraine, other wars that's gonna stem from this war, other thing that's gonna happen. NATO done dropped 40-some thousand troops down. I told some people around me how the whole situation worked. What people don't know, they didn't tell y'all, they was already preparing for this. The problem is when Putin made his move, they were already aware of it. That's why they left Afghanistan. He didn't tell them about why he was leaving. Everybody tried to figure why he pulled out. It was stupid and dumb. He knew what they were doing. They knew they were gonna have to fight Russia. What was smart when they gone in and they did this whole situation was they gave, if you notice, all of the countries like Britain, United States, other major countries, if y'all pay attention, they told them what they'll do. We won't give you troops. We'll give you weapons. The whole purpose of giving them weapons was to get them weapons they don't use anymore, because Russia have displayed a lot of stuff they had, and they need to see what they could actually do. They gave them outdated weapons they had because they wanted to see, could you actually take them down with it? They've seen some Russian stuff shot down. So they've been keeping up with everything he's been doing. They knew his whole arsenal, how many ships, they know how many planes, they know how many choppers he got, they know how many submarines he got. So they've been watching to see if the stuff they gave him could actually hit what he was using. While he thought he outsmarted them on sanction, he didn't realize all they've been waiting on is for enough of his soldiers to die and enough equipment to get blowed up. See, it's harder to recover now. After your men already been fighting for a course of time, you tired. So when I bring in a fresh 12-piece, NATO just dropped 40,000 troops over there. They're 40,000 troops they've been training since 2008. They dropped 40 because they know they got him now. They know, see, nothing worked out. Let me tell you what they did find out. Although he killed them on the land, he grabbed Chernobyl, he grabbed the nuclear plant. He grabbed the ports, he grabbed the airport. What they watched he couldn't do, Ukraine been able to keep him from keeping superiority over the air. So they just saw his planes really not as good as we thought they were. He has not dominated the air. All his domination been on the ground. So you know what they realize when they come in? We're gonna kill him in the air. We don't want a ground pound with him. We're gonna kill him in the air. You let some people on the ground got 30-something, 100-something planes, and you got 900, and you let these people keep you from air superiority, you definitely can't do nothing with 60 countries laying on you. They're gonna shut him down. See, this is what most of these guys do when they start, they go out. When you talking about fighting America, you talking about fighting the biggest devil you ever fought in your life. These are the most, listen, they ain't never had nobody on the planet like these white people we got. These are the children of Putin's. They're the children of UK, and they're the children of Germany, they're the children of Australia, and they're the children of Ireland. They're the children of Italy. You can't beat their kids. Their kids know what their parents are doing, what they wouldn't do. They'll go further than their parents will. They already know what everybody's religion is. They know how far you will go. Even when they come out to them, they know how far they'll go. They know everybody's strong point, where everybody's stopping point at. Let me tell you something, they really want to kill them Muslims. It's not hard. You know how you shut them down? A guy did Ramadan, you can hit them in Ramadan, but you try to play like you care about their religion. No, all you had to do is take them and do the same thing they did in the Philippines before the other guy got him. He was in the spirit. See, the Philippines was shutting them down now. That's a lot in the Philippines. You know what he was doing to shut them down? When he catch them, he would take them, he would kill a pig right in front of them and put the bullets inside of the blood of the pigs and shoot them and told them they were going to hell. You know what? They started crying out. So they attacked them on their religion. They shut it out. How many Philippine bombers you heard about Muslim bombing? How many bombers? They know how to deal with them. They'll kill a pig right in their face, put the bullet right inside the blood and shoot them and tell them, you going to hell. So you get them on their fears. Let me tell you something. The reason why these people beat you out, these white people know everybody's religion. Yeah. You'll meet somebody white, tell them what you are. Once they find out what the name is, if they don't know that, they're gonna research it. Yep. You know what you're gonna do? You stay stupid. Yep. Name a religion they got. When they find out next time they see you, they're gonna say something to you in it. Because they're gonna let you know I've been looking it up. Yep. You know, say, oh, interesting. They like to know everybody's religion because then they're gonna find their strong point. You're gonna be the person, get them on their religion. That's how they went after Daniel. They said that we're gonna get something against him, ain't gonna have to be on against his Elohim. Right. We gotta attack him on his religion. Yep. That's how they beat you out. Most people are not willing to go as far as they'll go. Just like those people in Canada, they want to go. First of all, you got a country where they don't even allow people to have guns. Exactly, what are you gonna do with your trucks and your cars? How far can you actually go when y'all can't have guns? Right. So where they at now? At home. What, that little whole thing over. They watch every one of them countries, the people come out and fight, but notice, you never see them people shoot. France will hit the street. That's what you do. You take away the power from the people. Now, when they establish America, you seeing this now. How was it back in the 1600s, 1700s that these people moved, that people needed weapons? Yeah. Why would they come up with that now? Back then, why would they say in the 1600s, 1700s that the people needed weapons? Because they knew when it come to fighting, if you ain't got no weapon, you ain't got no voice. That's right. That's right. Every time you find one of those countries, they all saps. Yep. That's why America know they can beat them. You sap. Look at Ukraine. They handing out guns now. Now, if you go get some troops from another country, drop them in America, the military can just go and sit back. It's more firepower on the street than in the military. The only thing we missing is the tanks and the submarine. But 45 power, that's it. Let me tell you something, a whole lot of soldiers die. When they come here, Chinese, whatever they want to be. So y'all boys, y'all can't leave the neighborhood. That's not the way you can. Listen, you ain't gonna leave it the way you came. Ain't that right? If you don't die and they tell you drink water, you're gonna be pissing everywhere. But see, they already know you drop troops over here. You ain't gotta have no food line to hand no guns out over here. Everybody in America just about got guns. If people ain't got them, I know you feel bad. They're just idiots. You can't defend them without no gun. When you seen some prayer warrior take something? Man, don't prayer warrior take nothing, man. That's a joke. Tell these white folks you that stuff, walk out somewhere talking about prayer warrior and gonna take something over. I'm not gonna give you nothing. You need gun. When Yasharal went into the land, we ain't prayed for it. He told us go in and we kill the people. You have to have a force behind your voice. Just like Yahuwah. Yahuwah only get us to come. You know, I wouldn't be if he had no force behind his voice. The man gonna kill me. I gotta come. So that's what happened. The only reason why the so-called Negro not getting anything accomplished, you don't have no force behind your voice. Right now, the best time for the Negro to stand up and break away. America couldn't afford it. He's not expecting it. But I know everybody gonna be passive. They're gonna still stay. They're gonna still love them. They're gonna still pray for them and still try to help them. I'm not putting on a uniform to help nobody but myself. That's right. I'm with the Yahoo. That's your mess. Ain't nobody putting no uniform, no gun to come help me. Listen, and I will reciprocate. That's right. I am a reciprocator. I'm not helping nobody. Kill nobody for no oil and for nothing else. If I'm killing for oil, it's because I need oil. I'm not killing for no country to get no oil. And the sad part is, everybody that hate each other is because of the leaders. Yeah. Go find out how many people have had individual interaction with any of these people we hate. How many of y'all had an interaction with the Klan? You had an individual and a bad experience with a couple. You know what you said? Old Klan. Not that they're out here and they don't exist. It's just a lot of time, a lot of things are fabricated by them and they increase hate. A lot of our own people hate us. A lot of people we hate, Russians. How many of y'all had a bad experience with Russians? That's what I thought. All the people, how about an Iraqi? How about Afghanistan? How about a North Korean? But you pray to their God that they die. Let me tell you who you have had reaction with. Americans. Yeah. Oh yeah. The American system, everybody black that had experience with that one. Yet you still love them, you still pray for them, and you still help them. But you can't help nobody else. Then you're a terrorist and a traitor. That's what they put on Putin today. Y'all didn't know that then? Oh, the Republican pushing now. They're going to deem him as a supporter of terrorism. Oh, that's what they named Black Lives Matter. Welcome to our world, Mr. Putin. I call him Ford whenever he come around my house. That's what they call him, yeah. He Ford when he come around my house. If I can't push one out, I just do it with my arm. Welcome. But that's amazing. You said that same thing. They just label him today, the United States, as a supporter of terrorism. See that? Only white people can give you them badges and them titles. Now you know that's not gonna stop him, right? See, we the only people we're afraid. See, put that label on you all around. How people gonna deal with you? You sponsor terrorism. We can't be associated with you. That's the same thing they say about Black Lives Matter. So am I to get this right? Putin is a member of Black Lives Matter now. See that? Whenever they get ready, they just give you a name. Yeah. But see, what they didn't tell y'all is why he gone into Ukraine. It's because Ukraine has Donbass, and that's where he's been bombing. Those people are Russian. Yeah. Putin had been talking to them for 4 years. And NATO telling them to stop bombing them. Yeah, that's why he signed the paper, remember? He said, I'm recognizing both of these places as a state. And because they're all Russian-speaking people. Ukraine has been killing them. Notice what he told you, and they won't tell you. He said, I'm killing the Nazis. Notice what he kept telling them. He said, I'm killing the Nazis. Remember what the Nazis were supposed to be responsible for? Exterminating people that weren't German. He said, I'm killing the Nazis. What they told y'all? He's talking like an idiot. Putin's calling those people are Jewish. Those people are not, they're not Nazis. He know they're not Nazis, but he's trying to tell them they've been doing the same thing. Let me ask y'all a question. Why hadn't CNN, One America News, Fox News, MSNBC, Headline News, why nobody hadn't told us these people been getting bombed for all the time? They got 13, what they said, they done killed 14,000 of their people. They injured 30,000. That's why he told them he was coming in. He said, I don't want to occupy Ukraine. He like, I want to stop them. Notice he told them, I'm attacking their military bases. But that's the kind of stuff they don't tell you on the regular news, do they? So when they show it, they give you what they want you to see. Putin has invaded a sovereign nation. Now the whole world gets to see you, Mr. Putin. You, sir, are a sponsor of terrorism. You, sir, the whole world is wagging their finger at you. Why nobody ain't wagging their finger at these white folks over here? Why nobody talking about the invasion in Africa? This whole thing is such a mess. I mean, whether people know it or not, it's a lot of things that's actually dependent on they have to fight him now. It's no way around it. They gotta fight him. Because everybody watching them. China is waiting to invade Taiwan. They're waiting to see how would they respond to this. Putin, he showed them, I'll move first. All China got to do is move on Taiwan right now. They're not prepared to fight both of them. North Korea is going to move on South Korea and Japan. They want to blow them out the map. And Iran has already told y'all their goal is to blow Israel off the map. Everybody going to get what they want. I'm telling you, just watch. Listen, all of them are sitting back watching them right now. Everybody strategically getting their stuff together. Iran had already told them, we'll bag Russia. They went to China and talked to China. As China said, listen, stop him. China told them, no deal. We're not helping. We backing Russia on this one. Because they're looking at Taiwan belong to them, Ukraine belong to them. They want what belong to them back. Don't we want what belong to us back? Yes, sir. That's all these people want. I know they're going to say, but those people have a right. But if that's the case, what about our right? We done tell them we want to separate. That's right. They've been saying these people fought and liberate themselves. Why they against us? We fight and try to liberate and get away from him. Right. See, it's amazing. Why is liberation only good for white-skinned people? Why is it never good for us? Why are we always terrorists and we want to be free and we want to control it? How is it we can't ever have a voice, we can't ever have an idea or decision without it being linking us to terror or a black hate group? Right. I tell them what to do. Show me one black hate group they got killing white people. Name them. Y'all all in here niggas, right? Yeah. Give me one of them. Don't know that. Nope. I can tell you, you've been around long enough. Name me the nigga hate group you know go around killing white folk. We already know how long that group gonna last. That group got about five good hot minutes. Yep. And 3 of them minutes used on them taking their last breath. These white folk don't play no stuff like that. So to go around and act like black folk want to kill white, just tell me something. You white. Have you ever known of a black group that go around killing white people? Have you ever been told about a black group that go around and kill white people? But these folk will go out here and tell these lies that there are black people going around killing white folk. Where these niggas at? I just want to look at them before they take their last breath. Because y'all some mighty crazy niggas. You ain't got long. White people destroy us if our conversation is too strong or aggressive. White people destroy us, we talking about separating. We talking about coming together, white people bust us up. So let alone you talking about we gonna come together, and when I say we, I'm not talking about them with the government. I'm saying that they're going to come together and kill white people. Where you at? All these Hebrews they label them terrorists. They too dumb to be terrorists. Too dumb. They sit at the table, everybody got a book and everybody got an opinion. Shaul came together and said, how's it when you come together, every one of y'all got a song? Everybody got a hymn, everybody got a doctrine. It's in their book and they don't read it. They'll sit there, hold on my brother, let me say something. I said, hold on your brother, you better shut your mouth. I'm talking, I don't know what you're thinking. That's crazy. You got 4 or 5 priests talking at one time? See, but they'll follow. It look good though. How many of y'all been in a group like that? Ray, how many would they might be? You done seen that where they have several of them teaching at one time? One. See that's a, hold on, bro. No, we can't have that him. We ain't gonna be able to do that. That's cause what happens? You mess up somebody. You gotta know now that book now. He said if it be in the bar now, there's an order from the bar. He said if something be revealed to the first one, to the second one, let the first one hold. But you know, I'm telling you how to reveal. He got to reveal to say, I'm gonna give it to you, but you're gonna do it like this, you're gonna get slapped. Cause he gonna tell how Yahuwah gonna get to it in a way where it gonna make sense. You ain't just gonna be pumping out your mouth telling, yeah, bro, I got something. It gotta make sense. And when you come out your mouth now, we're gonna be tested to see now, did Yahuwah say it? That's just being honest. But see, cause you know what? You got people do stuff like that. And that's that kind of teaching, that kind of interruption wind up messing people up. It's very few people can stay on point when they're doing something. So you get somebody to pick up a point, and they'll take it a whole nother place, and you missing where we're actually going. See, like I can teach y'all, and I can take questions, I can come back and I can still do what I do. Because you got to be able to know what you're doing. Motherfuckers going to throw them off and mess them up. I'm used to people doing all kind of stuff. It don't matter this. I'm going to be talking still. I say, all right, too loud. Kids still keep going, still handle what I'm doing. All right, come here. Then the kids want something, deal with them, boom, boom. Walk back here and come do that, boom, boom. Y'all going, all right, you got 60 seconds. It don't stop, man. I still do what I do. I'm grown up in chaos. I'm a nigga. Any nigga should be able to do this. Yeah. Everything when I'm done being chaotic. So you just used to, this how I operate. I can go to sleep better if it's a whole bunch of shooting on the TV. Here it is. My wife said, she said, cut the TV. I said, nope, cut it on. I put on, I said, I can go to sleep now. The only thing gonna throw me if it stops shooting. As long as the TV shooting all night, everything is a normal. Once it stops shooting, you gotta jump up. Who is it? Who out there? See, nigga, we not used to that peace and quiet. How many of y'all just used to? How many of y'all had to sleep? You need the lights off and the TV off when you go to sleep. Don't come to my house. I'll turn my TV up so loud, they're going to be in that room. I'm going to sleep. That stuff ain't going to bother me. I focus to sleep. I ain't got time to worry about that. That don't hurt me. My wife cut a jet, dog, all that stuff. Man, I ain't got time, man. Cut that light on. She like, you got to cut the light on? I said, if I'm going to see. All right, you don't hear a boom while I done fell and hit the ground. I'm not finna injure myself because you want to be in the dark. How many of y'all that don't make no difference? You can go to sleep, you going to sleep. That's how you got to just be like that. For a little bit I get, I ain't got time. By the time I be fighting to get a jet black dog and all that, it'll be too quiet. I'm just laying. I say, it's too quiet. It ain't going to work. Man, my TV messed up, man, and I called Bright, that sorry joker. I said, call you, brother, tell him to come and fix my TV. Man, my TV, the remote wouldn't work. It wouldn't get nothing. I couldn't get volume, nothing. I said, call him up. He said, what? Man, you know what time it is? They had it by. I said, nigga, done. Man, that was a rubbing. I was laying my wife. I'm sitting here, no TV, nothing. I couldn't get nothing. All I had was the light, the screensaver. Showed me some water, some trees. I'm like, do something. Then it just go all black. So I got to cut it back on and look at the screensaver when I go to sleep. Well, I was pissed. I call that joker early morning. Get up here and fix this TV. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Man, I'm up here. I cut on. I said, now I can relax. I had a whole new 5-star. I said, hook it. I said, man, got the remote working. Now I can go to sleep. I can control my noise. I don't know how y'all do it. Each one, she can go to sleep anyway. I don't know where that nigga sick. I can't go no sleep anywhere. I be worried about folks going to my pocket. Ain't that right? She can sleep anywhere. She can knock out anywhere. You a light sleeper. Not that one back there. I don't even bother, man. You can make all that noise. I make all that noise, get there and go to bed, boom, boom. Then as soon as I do something quiet, man, that thing scared the piss out of me so bad. Listen, she got right here in my face and yelled to the top of, man, the hair was just coming out my head like that. That thing scared me so bad. It's the slight noise that set that nigga off. All the Lord, you could drop stuff, throw it on the ladder, she good. Met around, make a light noise, that nigga jumping up screaming. I said, nigga, go to sleep. Man, right, that nigga spirit. Tell her business. Yeah, that's all right. We're going to try to get ready to move forward. But all that going on in the world there, at the end of the day, the main thing for us, let's make sure we're right. When you're closing your eyes, you know, we say this all the time, but now, yes, sure, our salvation nearer than we first believed. Yeah, and I told y'all before, you know, we've gotten kind of accustomed to the coronavirus, but it ain't going nowhere. It's the fact, y'all think about, we live in a society where you really can't pre-plan nothing. You don't know when you're going to get COVID. And if you had it one time, you can get it again. And it's still a few people hadn't got it, but it's a real amount of time because the odds are, it's here. Now we battling with the coronavirus, and now you battling with a war that's gonna kill the economy. Starvation gonna come in. Ain't gonna just be on them. It gonna float to us too. See, y'all gotta remember something. How everybody work is like a food chain. What happens while you have people that'll be what you call those people that deal with the ecosystem. People try environmentalists and different people because they try to look at they try to look at everything as like connected in a circle. So you start looking, once you take something out of the circle, then you make something else have to depend on something else. You've taken something out of the food group that supports something, that either initiates something or something eats it. So you took away from, when you take it out, now you took away what it initiates. Like take away the bumblebee. Just take it away. There are certain animals that eat bumblebees, but bumblebees also pollinate and germinate flowers. So you see what happens, you take the bumblebee. Somebody said, man, I hate bees. I wish all the bees die. Go ahead and try it. Guess what's gonna happen? A lot of your trees, a lot of your plants, a lot of your grass. So eventually, guess what? Now, what about the animals and insects that depend on the grass, that depend on that plant? Y'all see what I'm saying? So now you cripple them. So once you take them out, that's something I used to eat. So now I gotta move to something else, which means now it already has a predator. So now we've increased the more predators that are gonna eat this particular animal or insect because you've taken some out of the food chain. So when you keep doing it, you just keep dilapidating and eventually you collapse. So you gotta think about how many people supply Ukraine with goods. How many people do Ukraine supply with goods? Ukraine has no planes coming in and going out. There are no ships coming in and going out except for Russia. So now you're affecting what countries? How many of those countries that supply and get goods from Ukraine do we do business with? You just cripple the food chain. Then you put embargoes against Russia saying, nobody take nothing from Russia. That's where we get all our aluminum from. Y'all don't have to wrap y'all food with aluminum foil, would you? You don't need aluminum for other things you use it for? Aluminum is a hot commodity. You get it from Russia. You just took two major functioning things out of the food chain. They also supply Europe with their oil. Right. Europe oil finna shoot through the roof. Right. Other countries will come in and try to make up for what Russia does, but then you're gonna put the pressure on them to try to push up their production, right, which means you're gonna put a stress on the ecosystem. Europe needs a lot of oil. It's cold right now, freezing. Some of the colder parts over there hit 46 below zero. How much oil you need? About a cup full? Soon as it come out the heater vent, you lost it. 46 below zero, 50 below zero. How much you think your heat do in your house? They drive cars with blankets on the engine. And the engine don't even catch on fire. And the fire, you know it should catch on fire, you put a blanket on your engine. John, how cold it gotta be that the blanket don't catch on fire? 50 below zero. That's cold. So people don't understand how bad it's going to get. They showed y'all the dial today. Everything went up. That make common sense. We're in the middle of a 2-day war. You have nothing going in and out of Russia or Ukraine. All of the borders are surrounded with soldiers, which Poland, Romania, all these people sell the border. So right now, so much is going on, you are hampering what comes in and out of there, which eventually is going to trickle down over him. But main thing you need to know is the dial up. Let me ask you a question. How much money you made when it went up? That's what I thought. Those are imaginary numbers. They got to make people think it's not affecting them. Do y'all know they saying that y'all gas prices gonna double? Double. How many of y'all feel like it's too high now? How much you gonna be able to buy when they double? So I wonder about this then. Let's see, play a game with the food chain. How do goods get to stores? So if they prices double and prices are going up in the store now, how much you gonna pay when you go in the store? See, this is what happened with niggas. Most of us don't understand how things affect you. You gotta understand how things affect you. It's gonna affect you in every capacity. All of your goods are gonna go up in prices. So he's looking at, it's not just gonna hurt him, it's gonna hurt everybody else too. Now the money that they're spending to put bombs and ships and submarines and fighters and military people and activating them, who's paying these bills? Tax. And right now we need a tax cut. That means you're gonna get a tax hike. The government needs to give you that bill. You see how things affect you when dumb people talking about, they don't affect us, they're over there, because you stupid. You stupid. See? Everything affects you. Every one of those countries that put some of those NATO soldiers over there, somebody's gonna pay that bill. Which means they're gonna all put it on the people. It's gonna tell them it's for the greater good. It's not for the greater good. They need Putin out of there. He's too powerful. That's a lot of people behind this. They need him out of there. He controls too much oil and he's sitting in a key critical spot they need him out of. They are purposely pushing on him. They need him to bomb. Once one of his bullets and his bomb reaches out, hit a NATO soldier and hit one of the land territories, now we can jump in and we can look like heroes. The same thing they did at Hiroshima. They bombed these folks. When they bombed Pearl Harbor, they set it up. They couldn't get involved, they get hit. Because he got them. That's why he told them, Ukraine can never be a part of NATO. Because he already know what the charter says. You have to protect other NATO countries. That's why he told them they can't ever be a part of NATO. See, he's smart. But you know what they did? They put soldiers on the borderline of every other place. And they keep pushing closer and closer. And they know eventually he gonna get pissed and he gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna fire you. And he don't realize, we saw your whole card. They'll call it his whole card. It's his whole card. He been punking people a long time, but they don't look that realize, we've been watching you. And we've been watching you to the sea. All those people on the ground with the vest on, with the helmet, what's that word with the P go across there? Have you seen all their credentials to make sure they press? These are people that we put here on the spot on you. Because we know everybody agreement is you can't shoot press and you can't shoot medical workers because we watching you. Under the grounds of press. Oh, the reporters you know. You know who you don't know but Boston? The people holding the camera. That's how I play you. You know the host, right? Have you ever seen the person hold the camera? I film a little bit of their story, then I film you flying across. I film your stuff getting hit, so we paying attention. And what we done paid attention to, that this antiquated stuff that we gave them, we don't even use this stuff no more. And this stuff can hit you. You don't want to see what we got, but now he gonna find out. He didn't spend money to put 150-some thousand soldiers over there, did he? For free. And you think NATO just drops 40C for free? Even your book told you, Yahushua told you when a man sent an ambassador, he was doing it for one or two reasons. He's trying to go and ensure peace, or he's trying to see how many troops he gonna need. That's in your book. He says only two reasons he gonna send them for. Either he come to try to make peace with you, or I just came to see how many troops I'm gonna actually need to take you down. I know you got 150, but y'all sloppy. This should have been done in a day. It's taking you too long. Y'all don't see they give me his timeline. They said by the night he'll invade. How would you know that? How would you know by the night he gonna invade? How would you know he gonna invade any minute? Any day he gonna invade. They also told y'all that he was not gonna invade. You paid attention to after the Olympics. How many of y'all heard when they told him that? I pay attention because I watch that many news. They told a clip. United States told him out the rip. They say he won't do it before Olympics. They say he won't do it. They say he'll wait right until the Olympics over and he'll do it. They said it costs too much problem with China. China already wasn't getting no publicity and everybody turned their back on China. That's why he pissed. Look at the ratings. You heard anybody talk about it? How many people y'all know? Anybody know anybody outside the room? How many people come? Man, that Winter Olympics were good. Man, I can't wait for the next one. That's what these white people do. They'll block you out. You know, don't forget, did y'all know Russia was getting World Cup? They just moved it. You know, that's the biggest thing going. He not getting World Cup. They already moved it. That's a big slap in the face. That's major money. Do y'all know how many people watch soccer? More people than watch the Olympics. They just took World Cup from him too. They banned, and then they looking at none of his athlete playing. See, the reason why you do stuff like that, that's how you turn a man's country against him and make him want to fight him. What they're using right now is the same thing he used, propaganda. You make his own people look at, it really makes sense for you to be dead. What y'all think they do to us when they come on our leaders? You turn the people against them. All of them do the same thing. What Russia does is what they do. Let me see what Russia do. Y'all ain't never heard of cyber attacks, have you? So the US and NATO does it. Start spreading bad, malicious news. Russia does that. So does NATO and the United States. Misinformation. So does the US. Russia, all of them the same people. Let me see what they do. Y'all ain't never heard this. Interference. I'm trying to think what a basketball shot. With what? Elections. I ain't never heard of that before. Y'all heard they keep telling Russia about stop interfering in the election? It's because they do it to everybody else's. Right. Most of y'all don't know, every one of these little small places in all these little countries, the United States always control the election. Right. That's why Russia know how to do it. Russia, China, United States, Germany, Italy, they all do it. You think I can afford for you people to go in and have a free democratic election and pick somebody and mess up everything we don't work for? Everything got to be controlled. That's why they got people away from paper and got them to computers. You can control them better. It look easier for you, but it's easier for them. They sold you on convenience. I shouldn't be telling y'all this kind of stuff. This not going to change that you do. Everything you got, I told you, your leaders, your heroes, they give them to you. Y'all know how many people are greater than what you see? Y'all remember one time, Justin should remember, I think of Leon, they had a guy one time that came and tried out with the Lakers. You remember something like that? Him and Kobe played. You remember what happened with that game? What they say happened? What happened? Hold on for a minute. What, you said Kobe what? Because Kobe was dunking all over him and slamming on him and taking him to the hoop. He don't even play in the NBA. Done. Your career over. We're not picking you. All these little, let me tell you, everybody y'all see the best, that's who they give you. Exactly. Y'all know how many of these guys will shut these guys out? They don't let these guys, it's certain people, you don't let them in here. You get, yeah, some of them creep, but we move you out the way. There's some people you don't want. I don't want you for the face. They gave y'all Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks hadn't got away with nothing. She been doing it. Rosa Parks whiter than Justin. Justin done hang out with black people. She did. She sounded, but she was living a white life. Oh, they don't want to talk about that. They had dark, crunchy black people was sitting on the crunchy. Listen, all they needed was a white and blue rapper. Crunchy was already red. And there will be no points for that. But just telling you, they gave you who they, do y'all know, listen, the white man didn't pick Rosa Parks. Y'all know that, right? The Negro organizations did. The woman who actually was gonna be the face of it, they found out she had a baby out of wedlock. And they felt, y'all didn't know, And they looked at the image that white people would use that against them. That's how you got Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks didn't do nothing. They thought she was white. So they grabbed her when the situation came out. They gave her Rosa Parks. This what I don't get now. We have Black History Month. These kids, y'all familiar with that school? Y'all heard of Rosa Parks? What did she do? You never heard of Rosa Parks? The lady that wouldn't move out the front of the bus. Y'all heard about her? They told y'all about it in school. She on the poster. What did she do for black people? What she riding that bus was? That heifer was just getting a ride. How did that become a part of black history? What was her struggle? This woman was paid, celebrity. Listen, and then Jip people sat here and sued some Atlanta rappers. Her sorry family. They just put her name in a record. She came back, they sued her. They didn't even run her down. They came after the movie Barbershop too. Oh yeah, when they made that, he said, see, them was sit her behind down the bus. Oh, they came at him for that. Oh, that was a major man for that comment. And what's funny about the comment is it's a black man wrote it. Well, the extra funny about it, that's all she did. She knows she ain't do nothing. The rest of these people know she ain't do nothing. Why you keep setting the lot of? How did you become a national hero for black people because you sat on the bus and you were passing for white? I think with Marvin Arrington, judge for Atlanta, ran for mayor. He ran down Maynard Jackson. Oh, he ran him down. Because Maynard Jackson got a big record for black. Now, let me say this now, Maynard Jackson did do, most people don't know, he was also one of the writers for the Civil Rights Bill with Thurgood Marshall. He actually played a part in some of that. But for black folk, he didn't do nothing. Marvin Arrington ran him down. He called him a big nose. He said he didn't do nothing with no civil rights. He said he was up there selling encyclopedia door to door up in Ohio when we were marching. They told man just that big nose, like that. Who talk like that? And guess what? He about as white as you can get. Maynard Jackson, that's how they got it. When they gave you first Atlanta black male, then they gave you Andrew Young. They ain't give you no dark skinned folk. You just getting a dog nigga now. Yeah. They ain't never gave you nobody. Beverly Harper, she was light skinned. They ain't give you nobody. Well, Kissimmee Reader, Kissimmee Sam. Yeah. We see what they did with him. They weren't gonna let him back in there either. No, they pull up an old situation. You think the mayor was responsible for that lady house? No. It's other people involved why that lady lost her house. This is the problem they teach you. They'll make you let's do this, hypothetical. A police officer go out here, hypothetically, and whoop one of y'all. They gonna get rid of me, I'm the chief of police. What's the chance me and this officer even know each other? What the chance I went out here and I talked to that person, told him to go out here and whoop somebody up and shoot him? Why I'm losing my job? Called politics. It's all about the face. Who you want to blame, who you ready to get rid of. So you fabricate a situation, get a situation up so you can get rid of people. You need to know that because a lot of y'all been put out and been gotten rid of because they fabricated situation. Yeah. They made you responsible for something you had nothing to do with. Y'all don't know about that, do you? Yes, sir. That's how the system built. All I want y'all to ever to do, make sure you always look into whatever they tell you. Because y'all just got a lot of information y'all didn't know before, did you? Always investigate when they show you something. Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 11, News at 10 on 46 are all government-owned stations. All of these news stations are government-owned stations. When it come down to, they're going to give you some breaking news on some stuff. You got to make the people think you for them. But there's a lot of stuff going on you'll never hear about, and they cover it up. Now I'm going to come out and tell you the truth about this war. Now I'm going to tell you the truth about your situation. None of them people, what news story came and told you the true Jews? Investigative report. Why you didn't investigate that? Who are the original people? Won't you do an investigative series on how we got stuck with this religion? Because you need your job. All these guys are rapers and whoremongers. What, the CEO of CNN had to step down? Don wasn't limit, he should be gone. Yep. His homes that nasty. Every time I see him, look like booty come through the screen. I don't even watch him. I don't like him. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like him whatsoever. I don't care nothing for him. Como, all these guys run out here and run everybody up down. Every one of them crooks and robbers. All of them cover for each other, crooks and robbers. That's why you can't trust these people to tell us about ourselves. You need to know about yourself from people that's a part of us. All these people work for a system. These people get paid to tell you lies, to make you look and think negative about yourself, and they teach us to keep a divide between us. From religion, I'm telling y'all this being on flat. Other than what the book prescribes on how we should do and how we should deal with people, and us being human, we got to learn to respect other people and what they do in their religion. You know, I had a chance to think about this and consider it. It's just flat and it's me and I'm out here. When it comes down to it, whatever religion you choose is your choice. That's right. I chose this is my choice. Nobody make me do it. I ain't grow up in it. I wasn't beating this. This is my choice. That's right. I choose truth. And everybody say the same thing. Everybody believes that their religion is true. Right. Only problem is, I can show you your religion false. From your own book, I can show your stuff contrary. They don't want to see that. But that's fine. I've been there. How many ain't been there before when we were you ain't want to hear nothing? If there's something you going to say about Jesus, I don't want to hear it. Right. I don't care what you call. So let's just be practical. These people ain't somewhere we ain't been. We were defenders of Jesus. I was a defender of Jesus Christ. And what am I going to say nothing no different to me about it? I wasn't going to let you tell me nothing no different. You ain't giving me no other name. God is his name. You start talking about something, I'm not listening to that foolishness. That's how I would talk. That's how they program. They'll never teach you to be open-minded enough. You have to understand things before you can condemn them. You know how they taught us condemn everything and know nothing. Anybody, how you condemn everything? You don't even know nothing. That's right. I just know your spirit tell you something wrong. Like white folk know everybody black or criminal from the spirit. How you gonna condemn them? I ain't out here spirit condemning nobody. I want to use facts. If you say them wrong, give me your facts. I ain't interested in knowing about religion now. But I give a people to a point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't interested in knowing your religion because the only reason why I say that, because I want to be respected for mine. Right. Respect me on mine that you'll stay out the way and you don't bother me with it. Right. If yours at long now, let me say that now. If you got a religion where you and two men, y'all share deal pickers in each other. No, we're not. I don't know. You know better than that. You got one where y'all having child sex, not one time. So I want to be clear about that now. I ain't going for no everything now. But as far as a person practice or worship, and it ain't involving kids and sex drives and homosexuality and stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, that's your stuff. They tell me, man, that man got 20 wives. Well, that them 21 stupid women. Right. Cause he married 21 because one of their mama was stupid too. Don't make no sense. What you just sitting out there, that man gonna, by the time man get here, man gonna be ranked up, drawed up, gotta rebuild everything else. 20 wives, man, a lot of folk disappointed. We ain't got but a year. They gonna be shorted out bad. That's just being honest. Get your own. Get your own. Every man needs his own wife. Every woman needs her own husband. That's why I'm mad at it. Everybody needs their own. They say, hey, I can find a way you get another. Yeah, ain't don't just be somebody disappointed. I be good with mine. Oh, we done got to hear this fight. I don't used to try nothing new now. They've been working the way we got it. Just leave it like it is. You know, you be out there, you done all that stuff. It's just good to get you one and sit down with just like Elohim. Ain't got but one Elohim, ain't got but one wife. That's right. I done tried all that other stuff. You got that the wild time settle in. You got to have more into a relationship than just sex. That's right. Totally, that's all you got. It'll thin out after a while. When that thin out, you better have something to hold you together. Ain't that right? That's just being honest. A lot of folk relationship based on sex and bills, paying for stuff. When somebody can't pay and somebody can't lay, you still got to stay together. That's like Chris, hanging out, get it white, take it, pick up, and then move around it. Man, that's a lot of work. A lot of folks ain't doing no stuff like that. I told mine, I got to carry this synagogue. I got to roll y'all. That's only because of y'all. Let me tell you something. My family had to get shot at like that because of y'all now. I ain't called me, oh, he just throw it. No. If it came down there with too much, I couldn't do it. I got to be here and do this work. She understand that the agreement. That's how I got it because of the work. I ain't just get rid of my wife, just get rid of her because of the work. If it come down, it gonna wear in between it. I ain't got no choice. The work come first. See, that's why everybody need a job. He don't struggle around and mess around. They gonna slack, and then he gonna come down, and you gonna be the one down. He gonna get her up and get her a new nigga, and you gonna be froze like Ice Age. Send a big old block of ice. I should have did what I was supposed to do. Oh, man. No. Y'all guys honest?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many of y'all honest?
My favorite movie.
Favorite move. Y'all, they honest. Oh, there you go. Come on, honest white man. He want to confess. Who the? Get him a half a point. I like that he cause he honest. Team 2, give him a half a point. The man done come out. You can't fight honest. The man honest. Team 2. So start team 2 out. Go ahead and get ready, everybody. Now we saw who won last week. Team 2 has come on starting out at half a point for honesty. See honesty pay off. The man came out and told us they weren't honest. Why team 6 ain't came out and said, hey, why they ain't brought Hayward out here and said, man, we ain't honest. Look at Hayward. Why they ain't bring Humpback here on the cross? Nailed him to some old tire holes. Look at we ain't honest. They ain't gonna hold him long. They gonna drop him. All right, we're going to get ready. We're going to pull out. We're going to move forward. But I know we have fun. We talk. At the end of the day, I do mean it. That please make sure. Oh, wait, man. Malcolm be moving to get around 40, 69. 59, 60? Malcolm. Somebody said, where did Malcolm? About 67? They're going to talk. Me and Malcolm grew up together. Malcolm, tell these folks, man, you didn't grow up together. Where have Malcolm? Tell them, man, you did not grow up together. Malcolm, take Malcolm, I'm so hurt right now. Malcolm, he told me before, you know me, Smurl. I said, no, he didn't do that to me. All right, we're going to get ready to sign the Cato Serrato. Disabled, get ready to stand. All right. Most High, Kudashaba, which is the separated Father, Hadu for allowing us to be here, for your Debar, which is your word, for the understanding, for pricking our lobs, our hearts, that we might consider in the latter Yamin, which are the days. Baraka us and lamed us, which is to teach us and show us, and grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, the spirit of separation. Baraka us and let your pioneer or upon us, which is your face, let it shine upon us, or light upon us. Barak us and let your pioneer, which is your presence, be our encampment and our protection. For we Yakra by your Shem, which is called by your name. Barak us according to the Berith, you Shabbat to the Abbath, which is the covenant that you vowed to the Father. Barak us and those that are looking in and those that seek you with all, those that Yakra upon your Shem. Barak them and grant them their love's desire. Barak out of towns and strengthen them with all that they falter, they faint not, and be their nakum, which is their consolation. Barak those that are here and those that had a lob to be here were not able because of circumstance, the situation. But we palau, in which we ask that you search us and see if there be any Rasha Darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our laws, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your own. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. I can taste that. What's that stuff? Say it. Can anybody else smell it? Is it me? Wow. Why is Hayward in him? Hayward, we all be honest men. Hey, well, you can come in here. That's what I'm starting. No problem now. We all peaceful people in here, ain't we all? Watch how when the trouble got in the room. Look at the air. Look, see how the air get better. I know when I had that little call, I said something come in the room. It ain't just all that saved. It's that nasty. How many when Abel come, y'all kind of feel the nasty come in the room a little bit? We feel it. We feel it. We all together. Where Mike at? You want Mike? He gonna go in there to eat. Man, go to the bathroom and eat. You don't know where the man got his food from. Supposed to go out now, you're supposed to be making deposits. All right. Romans 15:3. For those that watch now, we use the BethHamashiach.com. This is what we use for now. We've used the Septuagint, which is the Greek 70. We use the Latin Vulgate, which is another version of our writing. These are the people that captured us. These are the people that had us. These are the people that took our language, our writings, our ideas, and then they factored them into a book, and they gave it to us, excuse me, in English, and now we stuck trying to get back to where we belong. Based off of everybody else taking our stuff and conjuring it. They kind of did like, in a sense, like what Harun said he did when they took the gold. Everybody had the golden earrings, take them out of the ears of your Banuth, your daughters, and out of your Benim, your sons. And everybody took off their neck and they break them off. He said, I just took them in fashion. He said, when I threw them into the fire, this is what came out. That's what they did. They took our book, all of them right there, took it and made a mess, and this is what came out. And look at, and you know it worked, because we've been suppressed the whole time we've been here. Think about this. When they first caught us, it was a fight. It was a fight to even get us on the ship. It was a fight to keep us on the ship. When you got us off the ship, you struggled and fight to get us off the ship. You had to chain us to sell us. You couldn't leave us wide open, unchained, and left. We had to be chained and beaten, suppressed just to stay here for the auction. When you put us on the back of your wagon and take us to your plantation, it was a fight to get us off. And when you got us there, you had to keep us chained at night to make sure we didn't escape and get away. So you had to give us what? English. What's your name? Make us learn English, change your name, because your name derived from an attitude and a behavior. You could look at a baby and you gave him a name because you felt like this is what you'll want to factor it into. So our names had a meaning to a behavior. It set you to, you had to meet a certain status quo. I'm just you. Your mom name you can't. What did Cam mean? So it didn't get, see, that's different. When they gave us names like Yahushua, what the name mean? So this is your name. So when you learn it, what did this mean? I am here to save. I am a benefit to people. So how do I need to live my life? As a person that people benefit from me, because I am the resemblance. I am the thing that the image that he sets out in public so people know what salvation looks like. Dave, other than now you learn, what did you know the name Dave mean when you grew up? All the names we got, we didn't know. We didn't know, so we didn't have anything to kind of shoot toward to make sure you met them up. Like with African countries, other people, they whip their kids based upon that. You have the name of your grandfather. Your grandfather was a great, so you had to meet the standard of your grandfather or greater. But for us, we got beat for things, but we didn't realize if you didn't know what you were supposed to perform or do, I'm going to constantly keep getting beat. I'm going to constantly keep getting in. Because I don't have any direction. The names start to set you in place for what you're going to do. It's amazing the name Henry means ruler. That's what it means, ruler. I didn't know that growing up. But knowing that, they told me, I hated the name, still don't like it. But I hate the name and hated it. Me and Ain't Smith be talking later out to say we have me, but if I'd have known what the name means, had they been pushing me in the direction toward, think of what I could have been doing earlier. You know, I had teachers, I told you to give me, they said, you know what? They said, you're a follower. You don't need to be a follower. They said, you a leader. Man, I used to ignore these. They said, don't you see that these kids follow you? When you do stuff, they say you could be leading them in the right. Listen, you whoop, 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 whoop. This one whoop, whoop, whoop. I like as soon as you get through, I'm finna do something else stupid. But they said, listen, these kids follow you. They listen to you. Why don't you do something positive? I'm thinking positive. I'm farting and glad the kids get up and run to the window. They came in. I said, oh my stomach. Oh, he stinks so bad. They trying to tell them get back. They said we lost instruction time. They said we lose instruction time. They just look like. I had one. She told me. She said, Mr. Smith. She said you didn't come to school yesterday. She said everybody did their work. She said nobody got off task. She said everything went smooth. She said what they tell you? I was hurt too. I said, tell me not to miss no more days. They know better. I was pissed, I was hurt. I swung back. That thing hurt me so because I knew what she said. You just told me your class ran well without me. I told them joker. I said, I won't be missing no more days. They know better. But when we have a reasoning for what we do, then you have a rationale for your behavior. Like pay attention, stay out of trouble. Don't get involved in it because we named you something and we're trying to get you to fulfill it and make a completion to it. But when you just got names and you don't have direction, what do? It was, like I said, with island people, with African people, they'll tell them about their grandfathers. Your grandfather was a great warrior. Even with the Indians, they taught their kids about him. When they named somebody Lone Wolf, that wasn't because he wasn't no coward. What's the trait of a wolf? He run his prey down. They're strategic hunters. They can devour a prey in a matter of minutes. So when I name you Lone Wolf, it ain't because you're going to lay here in the bed every day and sleep. I'm looking for you to get out here and subdue the great bear. What is the great bear? What is a bear known for? His strength. He can climb. His drive. Well, us, what they tell you Chris meant? Christ-like. Chris. What they got to do with demons? What they got to do with demons? But see, she told him Christ-like. So now, did she push you, that thinking, into being Christian and kept that over you like you're supposed to be Christ-like, your name? So you see what happens is you have to constantly keep reminding a person of the importance of you fulfilling your name. We had a man we read in the book, his name meant fool. And was he a fool? His owner Shaw told Daoud said the name fool for a reason. That man wouldn't even acknowledge the malak. And his wife had to run in, Abigail had to run out to let him know and said, please, my son. Said the man rightly named fool. He ain't got no sense. You listen to the man's name, you gonna kill somebody that's just so stupid. And here's a shark stood in the way between Daoud slaying him. So now we got an opportunity to come back and consider and do better. Get some direction. We got names, they've got names with no meaning, but now we got a name that has a meaning and we understand the purpose. And we understand now what kind of mindset he had to have, Yahushua. What we say? Giving that name, knowing that name, being reared. What do you think? So what? Give towards saving, helping others. What y'all think? Anybody got an opinion? Good answers. I'm a lot of good answers. Say what now? Say it again, Dr. Hannibal Lecter. I can't hear a word you said with that man. Had to fulfill the scripture. The writings were important for him because he understood his name was in telling the writings. So it was important for him to realize, I gotta complete the writings. Y'all got it? That makes sense. Now, when things came up, he like being immersed by Yukonon. I mean, I've been with you. I ain't gonna do it. I can't do it. It's gotta be done now. Because we gotta do what's right. What you say? Drop that, Hannibal. What you say? Got to do the will. The will. What book you be reading? There's a lot of translations out here. Nah, but we understand that. How important it would have been now. Now, like people say, man, you imagine doing what he did. Man, going through, you got to do the same thing. It's written. It's written. So it's important for us to understand the purpose of what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we get sidetracked. When you don't have a purpose, it's easy for people to pull you off. In the book of Marshall Lee, he told you that if Kata'ims do what now? my name is to save. Why am I going to get myself involved if somebody try to commit sin? If anything, I'm going to try to save them. You ain't going to get me off. Got it? So you name something to come to a people that's oppressed and come to a people and bring people back into the knowledge of. So it makes sense why he was productive in what he did. He had parents that were there to rear him to make sure they were told what kind of child he was, what he was going to be. And this kid had favor. And listen, his favor brought favor to her. The book let them know you highly favored. So you saw a woman, a parent, both were beneficiary of the favor of their child. So we trying to look at putting together a plan while that we understand the importance of why we got to stay on task. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. But when you don't have a name, when you don't have a purpose, what happened? There we go. Let's see something. Let's go here. Romans 15:4. Listen.
Whatever Nikatab before
was written before.
Nikatab for our lump.
Nik for was written. Katab to show us. Right? My young people, what y'all doing? Teach us, show us, instruct us. That's right. So that
we through endurance.
That's right.
And the coon.
The word "and" means conjunction. So it ain't just going through something without giving away. And we're going to look for the consolation of it. Conjunction, when you put "and." Y'all got it? They go together. Go in there and clean up your room and shut that door. What you do, go in there and go in your room and don't shut the door. That's in conjunction. You got to do it. They go together. So they go together. If I'm going to go through and don't give away, I got to get this. Am I correct? And is a conjunction? Yes, sir. So I do this, but don't worry about this. Go in your room and shut the door. What that mean you got to do? Shut the door and stay out the room. Go in the room and shut the room. Shut the door. Because they go together.
Right.
So if I'm going to go through, there's no way I ain't going to get a prize.
Right.
They go together. That's why sometimes people separate that. The going through, not giving way part fakes us. But it's a conjunction here. Let me know I got to get a prize. Shaul said, if I do this thing willingly, I got a reward. He knew that it's in conjunction. It didn't have the "and" now. It go together. So that's why we do it. We're not trying to be forced into. We do this thing willingly. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's the only way it works for us. And it's of the
get to beam.
All this is in the writings. The writings is what teach me how to go through and not give away. The writings explain to me what's my consolation. Y'all got it? And it's of the writings we might have. That's McCord. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going to look at how important the name is since I'm talking. See that Barashit chapter 11? Hold on. Stop. 10, 11, 1. Barashit. Since I said it. Let's just look at it. Okay. Let's see. All right, this is Barashit. For those watching, they'll call it Genesis. Barashit. In the beginning. Listen.
And the whole Arat was of one language and of one speech.
And the same word, what he's saying, had one language and the same words. That's why when you look at, we go back and we look at our alphabet, that was a common writing. That was a common writing. That wasn't nothing. Like when the people see the Bakar, which is the actual word they call the Aleph, everybody understood it. If we're going to get people back to the purpose and the plan of salvation, we got to get everybody back to something they understand. It's got to be something that we're all familiar with. Y'all got it? Everybody was familiar with it. If everybody was of one speech, one language, and hold on. Did we move that for a minute? Verse 1? And the same words. Same dabarim. Same dabarim. That make a difference. Let's see what happened. Verse 2.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the Kadim, that they found a plain in the Arats of Shinar, and they dwelt there.
And that's what they did. They came to the east and they found a plain, and in that land of Shinar, and settled there. All right.
And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for a bun, and slime had they for mortar.
He said they put it was asphalt to them for mortar. Amazing. Asphalt. Wow. Okay.
And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto Shamayim, and let us make us a Shem, lest we be scattered abroad upon the Pani of the whole Arad.
Now you got to ask yourself something, Lee. That's our situation now.
Yes, sir.
We've been wondering how we got out here. What other people scatter more than us? You can go in the Arctic, the coldest places, climate they got, and we there. And we wonder why. What he declared in the beginning was going to happen in the end. And they looked at what was going to be the rationale behind it. A tower with its top in the Shamayim. All we're trying to do is put us something up high enough. And let us make for ourselves
A Shem.
Otherwise, we shall be abroad over the Pani of the whole. Y'all know how many different arguments we got about Yahuwah's name? Yahuwah, Yahweh, all these different names, all these different derivatives from Yahushua. Everybody got every other name going. And look what happened to us. The same thing that they recognized. That if we didn't make a name for ourselves, we were going to be scattered. Now you got to ask yourself, if these people got scattered because they didn't make a name for themselves, what's wrong with us? Let's see what happened.
And Yahuwah came down to see the city and the tower, which the Bani of Adam builded. And Yahuwah said, Behold, the arm is one, and they have all one language.
Had the same language.
And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
Let's see what he said.
Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language.
How about confuse? We know confound, but it don't sound. How about if I confuse? So when you say a word, I change the word and tell you it ain't right. That's all. What do you call that round brown thing with the white inside of the vegetable? It got the skin is brown. Potato. So when I start to change the name of it, that slight change of the sound changes the meaning of. They'll try to say to this, oh, it's potato, same thing. It's not. That's how they get you comfortable to believe that it's the same thing. But when we enunciate something, if it's incorrect, you ain't gonna believe it, it's just not right. Y'all got it? It's the sound. When Yahuwah came, Adam told us clearly how he knew he was coming. It was a smell, a godly smell. I can hear the sound. I know the sound of you when you coming. Not only that I don't know it, you ain't gonna believe it. Question. Question. Who know what the question is? But you ain't gotta be scared, you know the question. Who know what the question is? That's tight. That's all that. He just heard it. I need y'all to write it down. Somebody else heard the sound. Heard the call him coming. Had an action. That's as much as I can give you. All right? Y'all need to get it together. Group, start going. Y'all ain't gonna have long. Y'all need one ambassador. Oh, here, one ambassador. Go tell them what the question was. An ambassador coming down to see y'all. Well, he got to let them know too. Yeah. So y'all got to get that together. Come, let us go down there, confuse their language so that they shall not. Are y'all listening as well? Understand one
Another.
You see, look how they put the comma on, what is the
Apostrophe.
on there? Understand one another's speech. So anytime you're doing apostrophe, you're showing ownership. So we're showing ownership, and we're coming to confound their language. It's their language. We're going to come down, confuse ownership, because it's theirs. It's the same words. It's the same language. And anytime I'm doing, Michael, you teach school, huh? Ownership, typically when you're doing apostrophe. And they're a connection to something, right? If they said that's Tony's mother, Tony's the apostrophe, that's showing ownership or connection to. So we have ownership or connection to a language. But now what I want to do is to confuse so that they shall not understand the word. Y'all actually let me get away with that, for real? What you say?
Oh, I was about to read it.
No, that's right. What you say?
One another's speech.
That's what they need to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Why y'all think we have so much confusion? If you put all of us together, we start arguing. Guess why? The language confused. I see Y-A-H-U-A-H. You see Y-A-H-V-A-H. Somebody else see Y-A-H-W-E-H. Somebody say Y-A-H-K-A-H. Yaka. So now the speech has been confused. The words are not our own. Don't confuse it. You can't confuse us with our words. That's what we use. You can confuse us if you give us a different speech. That's where the confusion comes in. How can you confuse us when it's our word? That makes no sense. We're already saying it. But if I induce the tongue and the mind, if I captivate and I give you something different and tell you, well, really, this is just the English way of saying the same thing. Joshua is really Yahushua. How much sense that make? They're not spelled alike. They're not enunciated alike. So how would Joshua be Yahushua? But we accept that people tell you that. Well, same thing. How is it the same? It ain't spelled the same. Right. The J is a Johnny come later, or all of that ABCs. That's right. That makes no sense that they called him in Joshua. We know they didn't call him that then. So why are we doing it now? Right. His name couldn't have been Jesus. The J is not old enough, and the name had already been given before you got in the J. Well, you know what he's trying to say. No, I don't. But I'm trying to come make myself try to understand what he's trying to do, because it makes no sense. That's part of your confusion. Because we're so busy trying to understand what he's trying to say. Y'all got 1 minute for the answer. Where the clock? Oh, they got rid of the clock? I got to plug it up. 1 minute. All right. The young kid, y'all going to answer? Y'all going to try? Yes, sir. But, oh, you got one? Go ahead. Who are answering? We don't know that yet. I got to wait for them to turn it in. So as soon as they turn in, get what? We all going to know. In 1 minute, huh? Re-ask it? Tell me what the question is. Who else heard the sound? Somebody else heard the sound too. I can't get it so in depth. It don't matter. You got it anyway. He said it don't matter, got it anyway. That mighty company. Oh, the kind of kingdom doing, the kingdom gonna answer. Struggling. All right, y'all gonna be, what about the sweet little jailbird? Y'all answering and y'all challenging? Hey, let me tell you the new rule. Hold on, y'all time ticking now. Y'all got, how many seconds they got? How much time? 59 seconds. It's still at 59. How y'all know what the time is? That's tight. So check this out. It's tight. This thing stuck on 59 seconds. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little different. New rule on it, okay? How about now what we're gonna do? And there'll be no interpreter. Let them keep saying. I don't know what you just said. All right, this is what we're gonna do. For all of those that like the challenge, what we're gonna do is, if you're challenging, if you're wrong, they get your points. So let's say I challenge Team 5. Team 5 got it right. And they get the challenge point. That way we make it interesting. Well, when you challenge, you gotta make sure it's right. So somebody the kingdom said they getting challenged so much, something should be given. Maybe let's do it that way. So everybody can't just say challenge, challenge, challenge. So when your challenge comes there, if your challenge is wrong, the old points go to them. All right, y'all like that? So now you got a chance to make more. Well, you looking at, you challenge it, because you think about this. You can just sit around and just challenge people, never answer. Now young people, because some of the questions, so for them, you know how to get them on that one. So y'all got it? That way somebody just say, really, you don't have to answer the question. All you gotta do is keep challenging 6. You gotta win. Huh? All right, y'all time ticking down. They 1 minute up. All right, 1 minute up. Everybody answer. Y'all got 10 seconds to get your answers over there. If your answer ain't know that, you ain't answering. All right, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Gavin had a slow right. He had a slow right. All right, so we're gonna find out who's answering. All right, y'all know it. Let me see who all answering. So we'll write your name down for challenging. We have Team 1. Y'all make sure y'all paying attention. Team 1, Team 3, Team 5, Team 4, Teams. The kingdom. The kingdom. They said they were struggling. Hayward said y'all gonna be together. He said y'all had a meeting. He said, man, we got it together. Oh my goodness, that's another answer? Okay, they ain't one of the answer like Josh did in it, either or. He says either Jeremiah or one of the Nabaim. Or one of the Nabaim, come on. All right, so everybody know who's answering. Team 1, Team 5, Team 4, Team 3, Team 6. Team 4, they doing. Not challenging, that's who answering. Team 2? No answer. Are y'all serious? Y'all not answering? It's tight. That is tight. All right. Well, it's going to be tight. We'll see where they at. Yeah. No, they're finna find out first who's challenging. No. Y'all ain't got to write the challenge. She's going to write down the challenge, who's challenging. All right, they found who's challenging. I told y'all who y'all challenging. All right, Team 7 is challenging Team 6. Y'all good with that? One person. All right, Team 6. Who else is challenging? Are there any other challenges? Who y'all got? Any other challenges? So everybody, any challenges? Any challenges? All right, so everybody in then. Y'all ready? All right, so let's look at this. All right, we'll come back to it. Come, let us go down, and they're confused there, so that they shall not understand. speech. That's it. Now, let me see. All right. So focus. Now, what we're trying to do when we read, we want to do as Shaul told the adult of Ephesus. We want to try to understand, because we're trying to look at how did we get into this situation. And a lot of times what we're trying to do is say, okay, we're trying to get back, right? Agreed? Trying to get back to Jerusalem. That was everybody's drive, to get back to where they derived from. But what I'm finding is, I don't think people actually sat down and look at, why were you removed? Disobedience. Now, that's a general, because now we're going to look at in what areas. Now, we do find that the Torah said if you're guilty at one point, that'll keep people from a lot of things, because now you start to look at every kata has the same value. When you look at mathematics, the point dot determines the value. How many numbers you get in commas determine the value. Got it? It increases. Well, with kata, everything has the same numerical value. Y'all got it? It doesn't change, except for if you kata against Yahuwah, as far as his shem. So now you got to look at it. There is no forgiveness in this alarm, nor that which is to come, about blasphemy with his shem. Okay? How we know we hadn't done that? I mean, listen. For one thing, what was the purpose of these people? They were trying to get to Shamayim. Let me see. They were in the east, Kadim, and they were trying to find Jerusalem. What would make an arm try to seek to get to Shamayim? That's what we're trying to do. Right. Why weren't they trying to get to Jerusalem? That great city. These people were already minded to be in the Shamayim. Let's see, Colossians 3:1. Makes sense, Lee? Let's see. Listen.
If ye then be cum with Mashiach.
Well, here he said, therefore, if you have been raised with the Mashiach, the anointed one, do what?
Seek those things which are above.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. If you then been you've been raised with the Mashiach. So if they were going to build and put in the Shamayim, what were they going to be looking for things at? Even the book declares, let me say this, question. It declares concerning a person's nature and seeking things because of that nature. And a person being of another nature, thinking on or being of that nature. Now answer that. Somebody know the answer? Man, Cal, you did a lot. Your team better not get it wrong. He said, oh yeah, all day. The question already been stated. It really have. Who understood the question? They're going to be tight because these people understand the question. That's what you do. You look around the room and say, how many of my students are paying attention? Not that you're not, but see, this, I'm going to tell you why I had to say it that way. Because it'll be too plain. I want them to do right. You know what I want them to do? I'm trying to get them to do like he said. Therefore, if you have been cum with the Mashiach, seek those things which are, listen well, where the Mashiach is seated there at the right hand of the
Elohim.
So you got to think about that mind. That's not hard as y'all make it. How many people going to answer the question? How many? I got team 1, team 5. Who else? Contemplating. Okay. That answer, she don't like that answer, contemplating. Yes, sir. But just the one. Right now, the one. Buck want to know if they get it wrong, how many points we're going to lose. So now listen to this while they talking, while everybody getting the answer. Therefore, if you have been raised, cum with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach is seated there at the right hand of the Elohim. Okay? Let's see the next verse. Verse 2. I'm going to give y'all a couple more minutes. Y'all going to count down to 1. Think of the things which are
Above.
your where,
Lob.
not of what are on.
Arat.
Why would he tell you to think of the things which are above your lobs? Well, he said lob king, well, because he's doing yours too. Lob, plural, same. Not of what are on the arat. Why? Because think about your heart. What's your heart thinking design that ain't him?
Right. Right.
So now he told you to think of the things above. You know, even people don't realize, good practice when you sleep. Great practice. When you sleep, elevate your legs above your heart. It's good for circulation. Hardest place for your heart to push and get blood back is from your feet. Diabetics suffer that a lot. Sleeping and elevating your feet above the heart. How many of y'all knew that already? How many of y'all didn't know it? Now you know. You get your feet up. You want them to stay up. It helps with the circulation. A lot of times people, my feet swell, sleep with your feet up. So the fluid can, when it gets down there, you standing, you know how hard it is for blood to come back up my legs, other than to back up to where my heart is? That's a stress. Now he told me to think of things above my lob. Because everything is here, so I got to get to another place. I got to get to another status. Because I'm talking about, he told me if I did been risen, if I have been risen with him, then he want me to seek the things which are above, where he's been seated on the right hand of the Mashiach. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to have to set my affection. That's why he said set your desire on things above your law. Now, a couple of things have to happen. What is that? No, pay attention. He actually declared the end at the beginning. If you then be risen with the Mashiach. That's first. Seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach is seated on the right hand of the Abba. What's he told you? Mortify. Well, mortify, which is kill out your members which are upon the earth. For? Let me ask you a question. Why am I telling you dead now and I already told you about Kuman? Got to pay attention. See, you know where the confusion came in? Because you don't understand my speech. See, that's how they got us off too. I just told you if you've been cooned. That's the last. That ain't the first. I declare the end at the beginning. When I get down and you dead, that should make you faint. I already told you we're getting up. And you got stuck on you dead. I'm telling you, all right, kill yourself and everything you got so you can try to get like him. You thinking, kill myself? What? Let myself die? What kind of religion is this? So the first thing I come to you with, I got to tell you coon. If you then coon with him, and you can't coon unless you already moved, that's automatic. But let's get to the end so you don't faint. So he wrote and spoke in a way so you don't faint. Guess what happened? Because they've confused the speech. I don't think like that. In regular English, you state about the dying first. Then we get to the resurrecting. But then you faded when I started telling you, all of y'all just died. I lost you then. Versus I come right in and told you then about you resurrected. You up. That's in a good place. That's in a great place. So in order to get you to go through without giving way, you need to know about the prize. That I got up, that I'm with him. I'm going to be with him. Now when I hear mortify, kill out, destroy you're going to start off a message telling me to kill myself and kill out everything I like? What kind of religion is this? Who does that? That's a cult. He knows how they train you to think. So I got to give you a speech, and if you got the right teacher, then you'll understand. It makes sense. He said I declared it at the beginning, right? Can't start no man telling everybody to kill out everything you got. Kill it. Get rid of it. Give me your phone. I'm gonna throw it in the trash. You like, nigga, dude, this phone on the child still making payments. That's the human thing to do. Why am I throwing away my phone? That's stupid. My phone ain't sin. Because I'm not thinking the way he told me to think. So to get me, to induce me, to get me to buy into the suggestive speech, you got to speak to me on victory. If you then been risen with him, then seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach sat on the right hand of the Abba. Set your affection on things above your law, and not on things on the rise, because you'll move. And your life is hid in the Mashiach. Now, when the Mashiach, who is our Kai, shall appear, ain't we waiting on his appearing? Yes, sir. Then you're going to appear with him. So now I'm going to tell you, mortify. Kill out your members, which are on the arise. Now I start telling you about fornication. Now I start to, fornicator, lie, dross, whole mother. Man, cut it out. Ain't no spirit in that thing. They ain't never hate teaching. Who comes on talking like that? See, because of how these people come in and confuse our speech, we don't recognize his now. Don't you know your enemy read the book? Yahuwah said, what am I going to do? If nothing can be, these people can't be stopped. They're unstoppable. The only way to stop them is to get them where there is a discrepancy in what you're saying. And it worked. Guess what happened? Everything we feared has come on us. You scattered. Not like Mahatma, that stick together. He did that Uncle Ben, that thing scattered. Man, ain't even know the difference with right. Kerry talk, I won't eat no Mahatma right no more. I just ate right, man. I don't want to put sugar right. Kerry said, man, I can't do that Mahatma. That Mahatma stick together. He said, I like Uncle Ben. He said, you throw it just scattered. I said, boy, I hear him going to come me with a handful of right and throw that through there. He said, nigga, I'll bust your snot knot. He ain't throwing my he called it grocery. He don't call it throwing my grocery. When he said like that, it's like you done took everything out of the refrigerator. Now, I don't know what kind of home Kerry grew up in, let him throw Mahatma and Uncle, buy 2 sets of rice just so Kerry can throw them through the house. But you understand, this has worked and your enemies read it. That's how they know how to confuse and break us up. The Hebrew Israelites ain't came up with no right no more than we did. They gave all of us a confused version. That way all of us will stay divided. There's no way we're going to get together. If I sit down and I taught them to go to Alabama and tell them what's the enunciation of, and that's going to be based upon things I come up and derive from, they got stuff that they giving them to derive. So guess what? We'll never be together and we'll stay scattered. That's why white people don't worry about when we come out in March. They already know nigga ain't going to be out there long. Yeah. Once I confuse the message, once I confuse the language, they're not going to be out there long. Right. Somebody got a different message. We out there for something. I here for Breonna Taylor. That thing, Breonna Taylor rented a car for her boyfriend to kill it. What? Yeah, she was selling dope. What? I forgot, I ain't standing here for. There you go, confuse the language. Yep. You know what they do? They aired the message. Yep. That's in your book. I need y'all to write down and tell me well. How many of y'all heard what I just said? That's the question. Hold on, y'all nigga heard that, to be and not to be? That's what it is. Now y'all got 3. Yes. That's tight. The spirit level. DeVal, your back is huge. Man, your back is. God, that joker back about that wine. Man, we cut scraps out that thing, but we sell wild boar sandwiches. That thing thick, man. You still got that problem, you had that hair going on your back and go all the way down and connect like a onesie. They don't do that no more. He said sometime. Chris, what you got that shining around your neck? That money? That's a bar silver. Niggas do steal. What, that silver? Is that a mirror? Oh, yeah, tell us. I thought that thing blinked. Because niggas do steal. I hate to steal something that ain't what it is. So y'all got y'all second question? Man, I forgot it. The third one, hold on, yes. What did I say? Who heard me?
You said your exact words, but they aired the message.
That's it. They aired the message. That's it. That's what it say too.
He said no.
You said no, Jaheed? I'm gonna go with, you know what? I don't believe he aired that message, Vaisha. I believe that Jaheed said it. What I'm gonna do on this one, since I put it out there a little difficult, I'm getting 5 points for that one. If a challenge come up and the challenge get it right, the challenge get 5 points. Let's see. Well, y'all only got the day and tomorrow, yes. If you challenge, I gotta get them 5 points. I gotta give them 5 points. You lose it. Oh, you lose 5 points. Because them 5 points going to the person who you challenge if you get it wrong. No, if y'all challenge, anybody challenge, well, on the kids, I do them. I only take 1 point from y'all. But they gonna still they get them 4 points. So let's do this. Somebody challenge you and they wrong, I'm only gonna take 1 point from them, but I'm gonna give you another 4 points. All right, so you can get 9 points for that when you take, yes. According to the book, it said, and they aired the message. That's the question. They gotta tell me where it's at. They gotta tell me this. You gonna tell me where it's at, or you can tell me who's involved. I'll make it that easy. I mean, it's gonna be in the same thing. Oh, also, Uncle Ted gonna have to start cheating out the book, though. He ain't gotta be in the thread. He got that book on for Jesse. He said, Jesse, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna shake the pages. You just look through them. Not you, Uncle Ted, somebody else. Jesse said you were cheating. I'm just listening. No, we ain't gonna believe him. Uncle Ted cutting spades? Uh-huh. So what now? Y'all gotta wait today. I don't know either. I'm waiting on them to tell me the answer. All right, we'll figure them out. So y'all got 2 questions now. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute. In a minute, y'all gonna be cut down to 1 minute. All right, let's finish on this one. All right, y'all hear this? Think of the things which are above your logs, not of what are on your right. On the right. So what's on the right? Things of the right. All right, so y'all consider this. This is not a hard way for us. We just had to understand it. I know y'all still trying to get through. I'm gonna catch y'all down in 1 minute in a minute. But that's fine. I know what y'all trying to do. This is what we got to think about. All of the behaviors, all the things we do. Let's see something. See if the book of Matthew. Hold on for a second. Let me see. Is it 17:15? I think it's 17:15. Might be 15. Let me say it's 17:15. Matthew. While they turning that, I'm gonna count y'all down to 1 minute. Y'all agree y'all have enough time? Well, that's y'all. Y'all ain't answering. Y'all looking at the channel. All right, get ready to count y'all down to 1 minute on that. That's 3 questions. Y'all ready for y'all countdown? All right, now when that countdown in, y'all got to be on your way over there or there. Got to be in, all right? All right, get ready to count down. 1 minute. They count down to 1 minute, done started. All right, let's see if it's on. So no, see if it's 15, 17. I'd be 15, 14, 17, 14. I'm saying, okay. Yeah. Stop the clock for a second. Stop the clock. I don't interrupt him. That's right. Somebody said you need to go to them that sell. What you got, huh? Hold on for a minute. Y'all hear that? This man said, hold on for a minute. It's 26 seconds. That man said, what's that third question is? What that man been? All right, what is it? What y'all having communication breakdown out there? All right, the third question was, and they aired the message. You hear that? That man said, gotcha. What changed? What they thought I said? A. They thought I said A-I-R? Who on that team? Give me a list of all them folks on that team. Do y'all hear this? Well, that man said. Then you hear that? That man said. Somebody thought you said AI. I'm trying to, listen, it ain't come to my mind he's spelling air. I'm trying to like, who spells air, A, oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. Focus, y'all, focus. Yeah. They screwed something up. E-R-R-O-R. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to spell it, but this one is E. So, okay, let me get this so before you start back up. All right. So the error, like I said, so they error the message. The man thought I said A-I-R. How many of y'all know I wasn't talking about the air? How can you air a message except you're going to throw it out, throw it up in the cloud? Flick it or pitch it. This man think about pitching. Yes, sir. Hold on. Yeah. No, but you saying, but no, this is right here that got it wrong. They aired the message, man. They got it wrong. So that what he brought up could definitely be an issue with Old English. Is what he said in the error they're saying is that the message had gone before. Now AIR, I don't know what was going on out there, but I know one thing. We have it today. Is the what you call that with all the superstar play? What it called? Basketball All-Star game. Y'all know what happened at the All-Star game? Trade. Everybody know what happened at the All-Star game. When you go back to take this talk, man, we had a good game. Yeah. And you go back to your locker, you ain't gonna put that jersey back on. So don't forget now, right after this is gonna be the trade. So y'all be ready. How many of y'all trying to get a hump back on your team? Woo, bust a lot of people. Hump said, man, look at him. They talking about trading 3 players for me. I said, who on crack? Somebody, Team 6 talking about trading him for 3. Who giving up 3 players for humpback? Mike, you supposed to be on Team 6. What you doing? You remember what team you was on? Hold on for a minute. What happened? Who? You don't know what team you on? Team 8? Mike said he on Team 8. Team 8 said, no, they ain't hiring. That man went out there, he said, we counting in Team 4. I said, all right, Team 6. They said, hold on a minute, who? I said, y'all challenge. They said, Mike, what are you talking about? We challenge. We ain't challenging nobody. We got to find Mike a home. Team 6. Yeah, you Team 6. Hey, was talking, he said he was good with it. Yeah. You know, Team 6. Mike, hey, y'all put Mike in the thread, like you told me, you know. Mike, what, you don't think he'll have no right answer? He said no. He said, no. We're going to do it. Put team 9.5 up down. Right up team 9.5. They put on. So Mike going to be on 9.5. Doesn't know when you have an answer. Anybody want me on team 9.5? Boss was talking about going on another team. He gonna team down there. And that Mike. Just put Mike. He don't get no point. Just put Mike on there so we know what it is. Mike, you be having some answers. Look how you looking. Huh? You had what? He had a substitute. Oh, you had an answer 2 weeks ago. Was it a good? Was it for some points? And you had it right. And I don't know why don't. All right, 10. All right, we got team 9.5 now. Hold on, y'all listen to this. 15, 17. Do you not understand? Listen.
That whatsoever entereth in at the paw goeth into the belly, and it is cast out into the drought.
He said, look at that. No, in the latrine. No, good and well they want to talk no Spanish. Listen. Oh, I'm sorry, go down, 18. All right, listen.
But those things which proceed out of the paw come forth from the law.
Wow. Come from where?
Forth from the law.
And?
They defile the ish.
Let's see.
For out of the law proceed Rosha thoughts.
Hold on before you finna read. Go ahead and count down the last 26 seconds. That means all of them got to be in 26 seconds. Your answer don't count. Come on. For what?
Out of the law proceed Rosha thoughts.
Look what Rosha, evil, murders,
murderers, adulteries, zanu, thefts, false witness, blasphemies.
That's what he told us.
These are the things which defile a ish, but to eat with unwashing hands defile not a ish.
See that? Y'all see that? What people don't need, and that's not to tell people to not wash your hand when you eat, but their whole premise was about, yes sir, defile. Let's look up defile from dictionary. We'll look at something that makes something not kadash, okay? When it defiles something contaminated, something that's considered to be something evil, something to be contaminated, okay? Let's see what they put up for defile. Sully, mar, or spoil. I don't like that. Desecrate or profane. Something sacred. They even use that in now. Violate the chastity of a woman, talking about her virginity. Go against it. He took her behind the building. Yeah, they probably should have put that up there. No, R.K. They shouldn't. I wouldn't have wrote no dictionary. I was coming on, that was a bad word. You couldn't have wrote that in no sentence. They wouldn't let me wrote no sentence and put that in no sentence. So desecrate or profane something. So these are like, they give you examples of like the tomb had been defiled and looted, which means the people went in and tore it up. It was considered like a grave. People kind of consider that something sacred because that's a dead person resting place. You'll get people that'll come along and they'll bust the tombstone up and they might pour paint on it and do stuff vile like that to it. Or they might dig it up and take stuff from it. That'll be considered to be defiled because it was deemed to be something sacred, something you don't mess with. You leave it like it is. So he talked about a man eating or drinking with unwashing hands. He said it doesn't defile him because your body has a filtration system. That's how you use the restroom. Your body is dispersing waste, okay? He says so, but what does defile a man is when a man commits sexual immoralities, fornication, adultery, homosexuality, bestiality, any of those things, or stealing or lying. He said that defiles a man because now you took away what was sacred about you. See, when Elohim created us, his purpose was we were supposed to be a Kudash people. What made us Kudash? Not just his statement. He outlined a behavior, okay? Don't steal, don't lie, obey your parents, don't take my name in vain, don't worship other gods, don't bow down to them, treat each other right, don't steal from each other, don't take from each other, don't hate each other. When a man or a woman does this, you're Kodash. Got it? So now when you do one of these things, guess what you just did? What did you just do? If you committed one of these acts, what did you just do? Defiled. Now you defile. You see that? He said, but if you ate with unwashed hand, that don't defile you. Y'all got it? We did have a law orally that we would wash before we eat. That's customary for we wash before we eat. We come to the store, we wash, and that's something you have to keep pushing him around here. Go on the refrigerator, do that stuff. Wash your hands. These folks go ahead and wipe, scowl. Ain't got no water. Straight in the refrigerator. They talking about, woo, I don't have peanut butter on the dough. There ain't no peanut butter on no dough. That's ain't no dog peanut butter like that. That thing got a big old nugget in it like that. No good with it. Man, you know, man, pass a whole almond with the shell on them. You know, good and well you sick. Man gonna pass a Brazilian nut, still whole, ain't been cracked. So that's why we try to make sure we understand when he started telling us, now if you then been risen with the Mashiach, then you're supposed to seek those things which what? Well, those behaviors are things that killed us. Those behaviors put us in the status of where now you have to move. But now we coon. Those were behavior we could, so the sentence is there. But I changed my behavior, it doesn't change the sentence. This is what we do. If I change to get right, then that shouldn't happen to me. No, the sentence is still, you know how many people rehabilitate in jail? You still gotta go. There people rehabilitate after they go to court. Before court, I committed an act right then, a charge, right? My court date 6 months later, a year and a half, I can't change. So the judge don't give me the time now. The sentence don't change, but I've changed, you got it. So I understand. Now when I come out, guess what happened? My mind is already set not to go back to create those behaviors that put me there. Just like he said, if you then been risen with him, you risen mean you had to move. Why did you move? What's that? Okay, yeah, English, that's right, he said the English version. So now, well, we don't get back to Asia. So then, that's what we're looking at. Because of the Qatar, we move. So now, guess what? Now when I get up, guess what I ain't looking to commit again? Fornication, idolatry. And that thing, for the wrath, because of these things, what happened? Coming the wrath of Elohim, where? Tell them louder. What book you read? No, what version that was? No. That man said, and pledge against those who be enjoying the thing. No. He said, because of these things, the wrath of Elohim cometh upon the benim of disobedience. So now, why am I dying? You know how we do? See, Yahuwah kill me, come wrong. We'll sound it as though we kind of ain't that bad a person. But he said, because of these behaviors, that's why the wrath of Elohim come on you. I'm only angry with you because you violated, you defiled. I made you Kudash. So these acts defiled you. So now I'm angry. And my anger is poured out upon people that go against what I deem to be Kudash. So now I understand why when I get up and I recover from this, what acts I won't repeat. Why? Because of these acts, that's why I moved. So why would I get up and think on things that's still similar? Why would I put myself back into the same pattern of behavior that got me to move? That's why it makes sense. If I got up from that, what am I going to see? Where the Mashiach said it. And not on things where? You can't get your heart in it. You tell folks sometimes they got their heart in them. People don't put their heart in things, and guess what? These are the things that'll take you down. Got it? So the way we have to think and the way we have to see has to be above our law. Typically, where are we going to go? The desires and the things we love and we care for, those are things going to play on us the most. So now we have to think on things above that. Got it? Got it? That kind of help with defile? Okay, let's go back. Taking that girl behind that building, y'all get that out. Don't put that on, don't write that down. No, that's a nasty book. So we understand that these are the things which defile each, but to eat with unwashed hand does not defile the man. Now, who knows why eating with unwashed hand don't defile a man? Tight. Tell me why. Continuation. He said continuation of what we were reading. And we continue to read, ain't gonna tell us that no more. Make sure you get that paper up down now. Y'all tablet paper be tearing up. Y'all make sure y'all pick up your paper. If want him when y'all come, take it home, put it in your bed. Build a pillow with it. You sleep on a bunch of the wrong answers. Not to see. All right, so he was saying what he was saying. He said, I'm sorry. Now the question was, why is it that eating with unwashed hands don't defile a man? I heard you. You understand the question? Why is it? He said all these things defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands don't defile a man. Why? Because you heard him say it. That's exactly. Think about this. If you didn't think with the answer, why wouldn't it defile him? The only reason it couldn't defile it because there's no Torah against it. You do not have Torah that tells you that you're supposed to wash your hand before you eat. There's not a commandment of Mar. There's not a statute. But this is something we do because it's behavior. We had diverse washing, the baptisms, all before we went in to do things before Yahuwah, we had to wash our flesh. So these were ceremonial things. Then we had our basic washing, like washing before. They said, why they don't wash their hand before they eat? He said, we do. He said, when we go to the marketplace, except we wash, we come from the market. He said, we won't eat unless we wash first. He said the same way we're washing the pots, vessels, and cups. He said we wash them and we keep them. He said full well that you reject the Amar Elohim so you can keep your own commandment. Please read the same verse we read, sir. Take that half point from Team 5. Y'all can't be out there far. Take that half a point down. That man read a whole nother version. What version is he reading? Hold on. Team 2, I'm sorry. Team 2. That man quoting so much bad stuff. This man got the old ancient English Bible. What is the old ancient English? Then he got the misinterpreted version. Then he got Grandma Bible. Then he got Blue Letter Bible mixed in together. So it's like, again, a complete verse like that's going to be tight. He said James Harold Jones. Yeah, he got it. And that version just came out. Man, he got stuff in that James L. Jones Bible. He called out Zamunda. He got all kind of stuff. Akuma Matata. Simba. All that stuff in that version. So that's going to have so many verses mixed up like that. We're going to have that happening. So y'all understand why? See, he can't just deem and tell you to eat when unwashed your hand don't defile a man. It's simply because you can't make a Torah. We can build things based off of our Torah, like they knew about washing, based off of, but he brought them down to simplicity. But when you keeping this, that you saying stem from the Torah, and not keeping what's Torah, he said, I disregard it. You see, that was his problem. You're keeping things that you're establishing, but you're not keeping what I gave. You said, well, listen, I can show principle reasons why you would need to wash before you eat and do these different things. There's health reasons, other things when you look at. You know what I'm saying? And our whole thing was about the different washing. But he looked at when you're not keeping what everything bases from, don't try to go and create nothing else. You ain't keeping what you got. Shoot me some ice cream. I got my whole plate. Bring me some cake back and some chips. You say, nigga, ho. You ain't ate what you got. Eat what you got before you trying to go doze. And that's his whole issue. Well, you hadn't kept what you got, and you gonna establish, and you condemning people with it, and you ain't keeping what you got. That's what we're trying to make sure we're mindful of. That makes sense? Yes, sir. All right, now we go through for answers. Our time ticking. First question. We had 3. My water, that one. First question, we had 3. Nobody got challenged. We had no challenge. We had a challenge. Oh, we did. Oh, Team 7 challenged Team 6, the King. It was. Woo. All right. Team 1. I'm sorry, not Team 1. The question was, somebody heard the call. The Q-A-L, what they do? They do it as Q-O-L. The call is the sound of Yahuwah. Was that not the question? Yes, sir. That's the first one. What day, man? We got how many people answer? 3? Only 3 answer. And no challenging.
One of them I can't read on the what.
Hold on, one of them Dave said he can't read. So now we're gonna take a half a point from them for miswriter. Oh, he got it. All right. We'll get back to him now.
Right there. Good.
Oh, he run. Wow.
Right there, he run.
Oh, who all answered question 3? So that's challenging. Question 3, 1. Hold on, I'm sorry, not 1. This is who answered question 3 for people wanting to challenge. Team 2, Team 5, Team 4, Team 6 answered. 3 and 6 answered. So the last question, Team 3, hold on, y'all took it back? That's tight. All right, team, let me tell you who answered. Team, question 3, listen. Team 2, Team 4, Team 5, 6, Team 6. Team 1 didn't answer. That's it. All right, are there any challenges? I'll give y'all 10 seconds to decide y'all gonna challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No challenger for the third question. Y'all challenging? Oh, we got a challenge. Well, I'll give him a chance to get over there. Make sure you get a picture of Bashik over there so he don't holler later. I ain't go over there. I ain't gonna answer. Well, that's a crazy crowd. So we got those. Yes, you got a question. Y'all challenging? Who y'all challenging? 6. All right, we got to challenge those. Team 7 challenges 6. Was this a 5-point question? All right, you're only losing 1 if you're wrong. If you're wrong, you lose 1 point. They get the 4. Remember, I told y'all that. Hold on, did I not call this?
Yes, you did. You did.
That's for everybody. Just say if you're wrong, if you challenge somebody, you only lose 1 point, not 5. You want to lose 5 points? Hold on, not y'all. Huh? I told y'all that. Y'all still got it. Because I told them, I said what I do, I'll give you 1, because I told them to get 1 point if you're wrong, the 4 points. So just say if I challenge team, what y'all 2? So if I challenge y'all if I'm wrong, y'all get 5, because that means y'all right, then you get another 4 points, and I lose 1. No, I not said it earlier. How many of y'all heard me say it earlier? Look at all these people. I went over there. Oh, for the kids. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody up there. Oh, okay. I said it for the kids. All right, the kids, y'all got 1 point. You lose if you're wrong. I should be fair all the way around. So it is 5. It's 5. Yeah. Oh, that's at 5. Is that what I said? They said the kid, if you're wrong when you answer, then somebody get 10 points. If I challenge team 3, and if I'm wrong, that means they got their answer right, which means they got the 5, now they got another 5. That's on question number 3. All right? That's question number 3, because that's on what I gave 5 points on so far. All right, we ready for the answer? All right, the first answer. Dave finna read it. Question number 1. Let's see, question number 1. Kingdom, y'all on all these questions. Y'all 1 through 3, ain't it? Yes, sir. Hayward told me, he said, listen, kingdom together. We not divided. We together. We got it. I said, what about Humphrey? He said, he'll visit the team 6. Now, he said everybody together. He said, no trade. They going to keep Hump back. All right, they say they might get 3 mics, so they don't want to try to trade. All right, let's go. Uh-oh, Dave, who you feel like right?
You got 3 different answers, I can tell you.
3 different answers?
Yeah.
That's tight. This is for the call. This is the first question. This is for the call. 3 different answers. I tell y'all somebody heard the call. I didn't answer first. Why I didn't answer first? I didn't answer first.
Don't matter. Don't matter. How you want to do it, Bree?
What? I mean, let me say that if your answer, let me say this. If there's an answer, and it's a good answer, y'all know how I do, right? If it's, hold on for a minute. About to say you don't know how I do. Well, that's tight. Dave. So, let me ask you something. Are you saying one of his partners could slip him a number to He hear that? He said they aired the message. So, all right, who we going? I'm answering first, or he answering? All right, they ain't gonna run it. All right, let's read it. Who we go? Let's read it. Let's hear the answer.
The
All right, here we go.
kingdom said,
The kingdom.
Shamuel. Team 1 said, Acts chapter 2. Team 3 said, Mushar's wife.
Michelle White gonna be it. I thought all y'all would have had that. Michelle White. I can't believe y'all get. Y'all had all. Let's see. Let's look at. Let me tell y'all why. And again, y'all will just see whether or not you were actually listening. Okay? When I tell y'all listen, when I ask y'all questions, remember, they're always connected to what you're hearing. How y'all went, well, this is what all y'all did, the other one. Let me find the Bible where somebody heard Yahuwah. That's where y'all screwed up at. Who were we talking about before? Adam. And Adam was looking at, I heard his voice, I was trying to get away. Right. So I'm looking at somebody who was trying to escape the man Rav. That's why we're looking at the sound. We look at Mushah. Why? Yahuwah was coming to kill Mushah. Yes, sir. So she heard him coming and she circumcised her son. So you can see what people got away. This man was coming to kill him. Adam, I'm trying to get away. I heard you coming. She looked at, I'm trying to keep Mushah from getting killed. Because he was coming to kill him and she heard him. Let's see what's the second, what's it, third, second chapter? U'ala Shemut, chapter 2? Oh, it's 4 and 24. Excuse me. I heard that, Basha. I just knew all y'all were gonna get that. Did y'all not taste that? Say, I can. Nobody else can.
What? Hey,
Hayward. What happened? What Chris do? Yeah, Hayward. Oh no, not that. Hayward, come here, Hayward. Look at my eyes. Hayward, they don't take me. Hayward need point. All right, so we got. Let's read it so y'all will see why. Because remember, what I tried to do is I try to ask y'all questions in conjunction to what you know. Because if you just leave it to somewhere in the Bible where somebody heard that's gonna leave broad. So remember, we always see that. You hear that call? He looking. He trying. You know, I don't blame. He looking at my daddy burned the meat and then he answered the question. It's a lot going on. He like, you had the answer, Daddy. Why you ain't saying that? Ryan, you had that answer. Which one you had? Acts chapter 2. What did y'all hear in Acts chapter 2? They said they heard his voice. Y'all could have done that. That's the Ruach HaKodesh. So, y'all were going with, they heard a rushing mighty wind came and sent all them, and they heard as a rushing mighty wind. Came with the sound of a rushing mighty wind. That's good how you covered that up, boss. That's good. In contact with the sound. Yeah. Well, the confusion of language be yeah. Okay, I got what you're saying. I mean, because what he's saying for those that couldn't hear him, he said the reason why he looked at Acts of the Apostles chapter 2, y'all remember when it came as a rushing mighty wind and sound, at the same time, that's when a confusion barrier was broken, because he brought everybody back into acknowledgement. And what he did was he just gave them the same words. So you can think about this, even with that, in Acts of the Apostles chapter 2, when the people, they all heard them saying the same thing. Let's go with that, in their language. You can speak in my language and still say words I don't know the meaning of. So even when they heard in their language, it had to still be the same discipline to meaning of what they need to do. We heard, okay, you hear me like, man, I want some coffee, man, I want some liquor, man, give me some beer. You got some weed? Now you hear that in your language. Are we gonna call this the wonderful works of Elohim? Or me hearing it in my language is still the same discipline to what I need to do? Y'all got to say the order is still the same. And now I'm hearing it clearly in my language. So we still got the same words. Because if he's speaking to us in our language, it's still got to be the connection there of what we got to do. It's got to be a solidarity of what we got to do. Because everybody can hear it in their own language, but it's the message the same. Y'all got what I'm saying? So that brings us back to a solidarity, because the message is still the same. Y'all understand that part? And that's what we got to get, because we're not going to get everybody back to the one language yet. But we can get everybody back to solidarity. You know what I'm saying? Even though we all, I mean, from people in Asia, Ashawa, people in Europe, because we got people everywhere. People, don't acknowledge these people in other places, but I don't know why, because we've been dispersed everywhere. That was part of and we understand why, because we didn't have a shim. Yeah. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Let me see. Pick up Acts of the Apostle, right? Let me read this first, so everybody see why I call it. Why y'all 15? Ooh, Allah Shemut right quick. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna try to answer these questions. I'm gonna hold y'all all night. I don't mind y'all learning. Y'all want it. I mean, I'm here. That's what I want to make sure we get it. Let's see. This is 4:24. Now it came about at the lodging place. We call Malkun. It's in Milan, under the rock. The rock. The Yahuwah met him and sought to put him to
Moot.
Let's see what happened. Then Sapphira took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and threw it at his feet. And she said, surely you are a bridegroom of Dom to me. Let's see. That one there reads differently.
Yes, sir.
All right, read how it reads down, because it don't read the same way.
Verse
Yeah, it should have
24.
said she heard him coming. Huh? Let's see. Go ahead.
And it came to pass by the way in the end that Yahuwah met him and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her being and cast it at his
24.
feet.
So go back up. What's 24? What does 23 say? Is the heat on? Come on. 23 talk about him coming. 24. And then, it heard the sound. Because I was almost sure it said that. He said we're going to. Exactly. Because they come and met him in the way. Well, I don't say it. Well, we know that, I'm going to get you on, but we know she would have heard, but it don't say it to the extent of what we're saying. So I'm going to have to, don't give points for that answer. Because it don't read that way. My mind told me that she heard him coming, and that's why I chose that one. So nobody lost points on that one, and nobody gained. Since it don't say it, I can't give you something. I can't take none away. That ain't that we got to do. Don't add, don't take away. So I can't get no points. I can't take none away. That book, ain't it? All right, so we'll go to question number 2. You got a question? Y'all was, though. Y'all was. Huh? About who? Come on. Well,
What did they mean by you are a bride because of blood?
Question number 2.
that's when I had to wait on the answer. Yeah. When she looked at he was her husband, and I mean the circumcision, it was because of the circumcision that she called him a bridegroom of Dom, of blood to me. You think about just taking a rock right quick and cutting that thing off like that. I know one thing, she couldn't have had Parkinson. If she did, I know his name would have been Nub. Amen. Y'all not under. I know it. That's why I ain't gonna give y'all no points. What's who? Foreskin is that's what the foreskin is for our young men, our young male. When a male child is born, he's born with a covering over the head of the penis. Okay? So what they typically, our culture, through Abraham, he was given circumcision, is to cut the foreskin from around the head of the penis. There was a skin that would come and cover over the head, okay? So the custom became for us to cut the foreskin, cut it from around the head, and this was a token that he gave to Abraham, which was the circumcision, which is the removing of. You think if I put a cap on your head and put it completely over, it'll cause you to be blind, it'll cause you not to see things at the same time. So the same thing with him taking the covering off of our eyes. So it's kind of symbolic. And like he talked about for us, when we learned about the removing of, he talked about us removing the foreskin from around our hearts. That's the thing that keeps us from doing the things he told us to do. So the circumcision also has some defects behind it by not being circumcised, by not being circumcised. So circumcision has some other benefits to it other than just the removing of the foreskin, and in removing it, because when you pull the skin back, there's other bacteria, other things that are large and linger inside of it as well. So there are other things behind it, but for us, it was a token. Now what we learned when he gave it to Abraham, it became symbolic to us. Later we came back that he brought us back to identify. Now, when I came to Abraham and I gave, what you tearing up right now? What is that? Put in your, why you tearing this? What is that? That stuff all on my floor right there. What do y'all have, a paper fence? Get that stuff off my floor. So when you look at Abraham, we went back to examine something with Abraham. When he met Abraham and gave Abraham the promise, we wanted to know, was he in circumcision or in uncircumcision? So we learned that the circumcision of the foreskin did not actually predicate him to get the Beret. It was a sign and a token to Abraham. Abraham already had the heart circumcised. That's why he could do what Elohim told him to do. When it came down to Yasakot being a benefactor, he said, you can stay here. You know why? Because Abraham obeyed, he shaman, my voice, my call. He kept my Amar, my statutes, and my mashpats, even before circumcision came into play. So what happened with our people over the course of time, we started bragging about the fact we were circumcised, which made us a connection to Abraham because he gave it to Abraham. But Abraham actually was circumcised in the law. And that's what he was trying to get us to. Circumcision was just a token. It was the removing of. So he told us to circumcise our heart. We knew we had to remove ideals and thought, like he said, fornication, all these things that came from the law. These defile a man is because a man was being uncircumcision. Okay? That would be the symbolic to him being uncircumcised because you're committing those acts. When Daud was getting ready to fight Goliath, he referred to Goliath as uncircumcised, which means he hadn't removed. He had a mouth that was against Elohim. You weren't supposed to take his name in vain. The only people would do that would be somebody that's uncircumcised. Y'all got it? Because we had the token. This was an evidence to us, okay? But we had to remember, circumcision did not make us live right. Okay? It was because Abraham already was living Kudash. So this was actually counted as the circumcision. And this ain't me just talking since he said it. We'll look at second chapter Romans. We'll do 2 and 1. Romans 2 and 1. All right. Listen to this. All right, listen.
Therefore, thou art inexcusable, O Adam, whosoever thou art, that Shaphat, for wherein thou damn another, thou condemnest thyself. For thou that Dan doest the same thing.
And Dan, y'all remember Dan? What does Dan mean? Judge. That's right. Dan means the judge. Now, I need an answer. Sweet little jailbirds and him. Who told us who he was going to judge? I need that answer wrote down. Y'all got it? And I give y'all 5 points, and you challenge 5 points. That's for my kids, my young people. We are the future, and behold the Lamb. Yes. Okay, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose your 5 points. That's it. Y'all going to lose y'all 5 points. If you get it right and you challenge and you wrong, then you're going to lose your 5 points. If you challenging you right and your answer right, then you're going to get 10 points. And I want that paper off my floor. Where y'all get the paper? Where y'all? I know, put that stuff in y'all pocket. Where y'all that paper on my floor? All right. So he told you, therefore, every being of Adam who damns, judges, you are without excuse. For in the matter which you damn, your what do you call a friend? Who? Kabir. All right. You condemn. So what do we say condemn? Because you got more than one word in here. Okay, you're Nafash. Since you Dan, do as he did. You see that? So now you're in the greater condemnation for the fact that you're Dan somebody and you yourself do the same thing. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. So that thing that had to happen. I'll tell you what happened and what make an issue for us, okay? Just looking at that. He was letting them know they were without excuse because you Dan. Okay? And the same thing that you Dan for, you Dan, you do the same thing. That's the thing he looked at when he set Yasharal up. Yasharal was set to be Dan. Why you think he sent us in with swords and with bow and arrow to kill other people? Because you were passing judgment. And our judgment was based upon the things that we were supposed to keep and do. One of the issues that came to be a problem for us on doing was the fact that we actually came along and we wound up going in and we slayed a whole Gui because they committed fornication with one of our Banu. And we slayed them. Now, what about the fact that our people started committing fornication? Zanu. That's what he looked at. You inexcusable. Because you Dan other Gui. And the same thing y'all condemn him for, he said, you do the same thing. So you without excuse. When we killed him, before we killed him, we sat down and the judgment would pass. That this thing shouldn't be done in Yasharal. It shouldn't be done in Yasharal. That's why we killed. We didn't go kill them and say after. We had to sit down when Louis and when Simeon heard it. His name is heard. They passed judgment. And they declared that this thing shouldn't be done in Yasharal. So the sentence was kill them. It was punishable by moot. Now we come along and we condemn other people. He said, you do the same thing. That's why we're looking at this, okay? All right, let's see what else happened. Verse 2. I'm gonna need my answer.
But we are sure that the mashpat of Elohim is according to a mock against them which commit such things.
I need somebody to give me an answer. That's another question. Pay attention. Tell them again. Listen what Lee told you. That's your question. Listen.
But we are sure
We are sure. We are confident.
that the mashpat of Elohim
The judgment of Elohim
is according to a mock
is according to the truth.
against them which commit such things.
Somebody that judgment was given to them concerning, and they agreed. I'm gonna need an answer. Now you ask me to repeat the question, it's the one you heard the first time. I'm gonna need an answer for that. How many of y'all understood the question? I can only get so deep, because otherwise we're gonna be on answers. All right? So I'm gonna need an answer for that question. And we know that the mashpat of Elohim is mashpat of Amat against them that do these things. Okay? What about my kid? Y'all got y'all answer in yet? Hold on for a minute. Y'all didn't, hold on. Y'all didn't turn no answer? Y'all still what? Oh, y'all time up. I can't, y'all gonna be discussing till tomorrow. Y'all all over the place. Come on, give me an answer. I'll give y'all 1 minute. I'm talking to the kids. You got the height, but you ain't got the age. All right, so y'all go ahead and get this set. Y'all got 1 minute. When the clock tick down, y'all got your answer in. Well, it ain't no good. How about my sweet little jailbird? Seriously? Do y'all remember what y'all question was? Y'all don't remember? Okay. Y'all can cut the air down, because I don't want to get sick. Appreciate it. I just want to break a little bit. I appreciate that. So everybody understood the question? As much as I can tell you on it. So I asked it. Repeat the question is what you heard the first time. You can repeat asking me. It's the same thing. We are sure that the mashpat of Elohim is a mat, which is the truth, against them that commit such things or do such things. Y'all got it? It was expressed to them. Oh, it's time up. All right, that's it. Y'all question ain't in? Y'all answer ain't in? It's in? All right, what about my sweet jailbird? Hold on. They had time to answer what? No, that clock was for the kids. Oh, they want all that tight. But you ain't had to use the bathroom since I known you. What you out there messing with them for? Now go ahead. Go ahead, buddy. He gonna say don't peel this stuff. Now go ahead. All right, listen. 1 minute to answer. Y'all ready? Count down 1 minute on this last question y'all had. 1 minute. Everybody in the, all right, they get ready to start. Your time is ticking. All right, the kids, they answer in. So, no, y'all time up. So y'all question ain't there, y'all ain't getting it. Let's count down for the adults. Y'all got 48 seconds, 46, and lower and done. All right, y'all got this? All right, jump down to verse, let's see what else he told us. 2 and 16. All right. Listen what he told you on 2 and 16. Listen.
In the Yom, when Elohim shall dan the secrets of Adam
Wait
by
on.
Yahushua HaMashiach, according to my
Shopping.
tube news.
He don't shop. Shop. Okay, then we're going to do all the secrets of the Benim of Adam through Yahushua, the Mashiach, according to my good news. Y'all hear that? So how important it's going to be to make sure you understand what he said? I know what he said. We're going to be judged by it. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
And wherever he got that, this is y'all next answer. I need a premise. For him to say that statement, it's a premise. He had to get it from somebody. He had to be following somebody. That you're going to be judged by what I say, that ties into something. That's kind of tight, ain't it? Because he just said, how you going to think about this? On the Yom, on the day when Elohim shall shafet, all the secrets of the Benim of Anashim, of Adam, through Yahushua the Mashiach, the anointed one, according to my good news. That would mean that you would have to live a certain type of manner. All right. That's it. That should have clicked y'all again, but might not. Okay? He already done told y'all in the first, and if you listen to in 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, he told y'all about how y'all was sure that the judgment of Elohim was according to a mot against them which doth such things. What such things would they have done? How would they know that? So well, how would that reflect to their lifestyle? Okay. Kind of out there, but it's really not. Okay? Think about it. If he's telling people that the thing that you judging the people by, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. This question, I get 10. Challenge, I give you 3. All right, for my young people, my kids, we're gonna answer y'all a question. Did y'all submit an answer? Did y'all submit a challenge? All right, for my kids, who y'all gonna tell me? Y'all done turned y'all paper in, who y'all gonna use? They trying to answer that one. Tell me, who y'all gonna use? What's your answer? What was your answer? Who? Y'all didn't have one? Hold on for a minute. Y'all didn't turn in no answer. Y'all did. What's the answer? You turned it in. Tell them who you said. Y'all heard what he said? How many of y'all were in on that answer? How many of y'all did not get in on that answer? Then who did? He don't know which way he go. Who? Come in for a minute. Who helped you with that answer? Who? How did y'all come up with that answer? Who? Dan and Antoine. Y'all want to know what he told them? Ask them. Ask him. Tell them what he told y'all. Y'all all right. Y'all sure all tough now. The rest of them had their head like, I wasn't with that on that one. I want to see what they was at. Good one, that's right. Y'all sure all tough now. He got to hit Benim around. They told all of them about their people. And let Dan know they were going to judge their arm. So that's a good answer. Working together. See, finally y'all got the reins back from, ain't it? They used to be shooting all kind of answers out there, don't they? Oh yeah. How you didn't know that? You weren't sure. Who you were thinking? You got that little bitty Bible. You can't be saying that little bitty Bible. You got to get one of them great big old Bible. One you can't walk down the aisle with. That don't folks believe the bigger your Bible, the more saved you was. Yes, ma'am. What was my jailbird thinking? And y'all could have had points. All right. They got it. Y'all time up for the last question. Count them down. Oh, they time up for the last? Yes. How many points I told y'all? Oh, they got 5 points. I told them 5 points for their question. They got 5 points. All right, I got one for y'all. I don't want no parents cheating on this one with them. On the word. I know these parents be cheating. I gotta get you through. I remember one time I had to get some homework done, and my mama sitting there trying to help me. She couldn't figure it out. She called my cousin, because my cousin went to college. She was real smart. She graduated, she was probably like 16. My mama called her, we went on that thing. I went to sleep. I just let them hang. I was confused. Man, I got that thing back at school. My teacher like, who in the world helped you with this stuff? Man, every question on that was wrong. I could have did that by myself. She using her college, man. My mama reading the question, and she ain't getting nothing right. Absolutely nothing right. I was in elementary. All that little graduate early stuff, she could throw that stuff in the trash. She got every question wrong. I went to sleep. I could have told my teacher, first of all, I didn't do this. I was asleep. It was up to me, you'd have never got this stuff. I'd have got that big fat zero and just left it alone. But that F, it hurt it worse than that. Because at least with a zero ain't work, I just went on the bed and rested. The fact y'all kept me up and fussed at me and hit me, and then y'all got it wrong, you should have turned yourself into jail. It's bad to whoop your kid and beat him, and you the one getting it wrong. I already had the perfect plan. I'm not doing it. I'm going to sleep. I'm not finna burn my mind out with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a future. If your other plan didn't work out, just go and sell drugs. So I had a future. All right, y'all got that answer? All right, that's what I need from y'all. Question. I'll give y'all 3 points. Then for tomorrow. Cheat, I'm gonna tell it. I need to find out. No book. I need to find out how did Noach know that it didn't come out of the ark? That's all I need. Just write it down. Have it for tomorrow. Y'all got it. All right. Y'all got that back down? How did Noach know? The adults want to answer that one? That's a trick question. All right, here's something we use to let them know. Yes. What y'all want? Oh, you got a question? If you cheat, you lose 50 points. You shouldn't be cheating. How about I take 50 points from it? That'll keep you from cheating. All right, we're going to take 50 points from y'all. Y'all been cheating? Oh, okay. Folks asking all them questions. Sometimes, what'll happen if I steal from you right now? Oh, bust your head over right now. Why you asking? What you want to know? What's going to happen? You going to steal from me? Then I'll start asking about what happened you cheat. You're trying to find out. You lose 50 points. Who want to cheat? Adam say he want to cheat. They'll give 50 points. What's that? Oh, my goodness. Somebody said the kingdom got 2,000 points deducted if it's 50 points for cheating. Is that bad right now? It's terrible. We got work. All right, y'all got your answer turned in? Answer turned in? All right. Are you going to talk with the judges or argue with them? Put the camera on us so make sure it's on. That way we got witnesses. We just want witnesses. You get the point, yeah. Yeah. No, we're going to do it for all of them. That's for all of them. He asking me, like, if you get challenged, if you challenge somebody and you wrong, they get no point. I told y'all that. I told them. So just say somebody challenge you. It don't matter in the question, whatever the points is, you get the point. If it's a 5-point question, 10-point question, 3.1, no, you don't get the point. You don't get double. The last one, well, now we got some other questions. I gave one for 3. I think I gave it to them for 3. Oh, yeah. It's terrible, yes. Watch the noise. What? To challenge who? Which one you challenging? Which one? Oh, how many of y'all answering this question? They want to know so they can see who challenged. Listen who answered the last question. Y'all focus. Team 2. Hold on for a minute. Team 2 don't want to answer the question. Oh, and Team 1. Oh, and Team C. I told you it was 10 points. I was going to take the points, so I thought there ain't but one person answer. But did I get a challenge 3? I take the challenge to 5. 5. Since on 3 of y'all. 5 on the challenge. On this question, 10 points you get it right, 5 on the challenge. I can't, if you got a mask and your hand on your mouth, I ain't gonna hear neither one. What happened? Are you trying to build a tower to Shaman? Because I ain't heard nothing you said. Hold on, what? Huh? Hold on, what? What'd you say? Hold on, I can't hear you. Pull it down a bit. What? You lose 400 points for cheating? Yeah, you been driving with your mama, bro. He said, man, you lose 400 points if you jealous. I don't know where you getting it. It's the gas filters. And they like to drive with a hole inside the gas tank and the other one in the window. So they don't tell how you come up with that answer. All right, y'all finna get y'all 1 minute countdown. So we got it. Last question, 10 points. 5 for the challenge. Y'all got it? Now who y'all challenging? They're not challenging. Go ahead, come on. Come on, guilty. I know you're guilty of something. What you do? You know they answer no question, right? That's how you cheated for the answer no question. We got it solved. He brought me some very important information. He told me, he said, them girls back there cheating. I said, they cheating? Hold on, let me finish. He told me, let me finish. He said, the girls back there cheating. I said, what? He said, they cheating. Hold on. I said, they ain't answering no question. He said, that's tight. That's why we dabbed it up. I mean, they cheating. I said, they're not answering no question. He said, that's tight. See, we worked that out on that one. The man, he's a reasonable man. Ain't that right? He's reasonable. So y'all got that, they tying them tick down on that one. Everybody questions in. Time is out on that one. Everybody turn theirs in. All right, so we got that. We'll answer about 2 more, maybe 2 more, we're gonna be done. All right, y'all ready? Let me just finish this up. Matter of fact, we'll answer tomorrow thing. Let me see. Jump down to the last couple of verses. Get this point. What is it, 20, what, 20? Ho. There we go. 2 and 25. All right, y'all focus. For circumcision, indeed, if you practice the
Torah.
So the only power would be in circumcision that if you practice, if you were in behavior following what was told to us to do. But if you are a transgressor of the Torah, your circumcision has become. So that's what it is. So now, the circumcision that you're using to boast yourself in about the Torah has become invalid. It's not worth anything, okay? Yes, sir. Let's see the next one. So if uncircumcised, one keeps the mashpats of the Torah, okay? Somebody that hasn't been circumcised, the foreskin has not been removed. And if they keep the Torah, shall not his uncircumcision be considered to him for circumcision? Think about it. If you're circumcised, the only way it profits you, the only way which the profit is a gain, is if you keeping the Torah. Y'all got it? So now, if a person who is uncircumcised keeps the Torah, okay? He said, shouldn't that be counted for circumcision? If you have the circumcision and you don't keep the Torah, then you're back in the uncircumcision. Right. So if a person that hasn't been circumcised keeps all the rituals of the Torah, the law, shouldn't his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? Right. Let's see what he told us. It only makes sense, right? If I'm going to take away the value of your circumcision because you're not keeping the law, shouldn't I count circumcision to you if you keep it? Yeah. So let's find out where we're going. And the uncircumcised from its nature, because that's how every male child is born, uncircumcised. So that's nature. If he fulfills, which means he completes the Torah, shall he mashpat, what do you call it, Dan? Shafet you, for you who have katab, and being circumcised, you have transgressed the Torah. Y'all got it? Hold on for a minute. The way he wrote it, though. From his nature, if he fulfill the Torah, he says, shall he judge? It should have said that. It said judge. It don't say who judge, right? It reads to almost for us to judge whether or not it should be counted. Am I correct? 27. Here he's saying, shall he judge you? Well, I may say, but that's not what it's saying. It just, let me hear how it reads down. I think I know what it's saying.
And shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the Torah, judge thee, who by the letter and circumcision does transgress the Torah.
So if somebody uncircumcised keeps the Torah, then that person is allowed to be able to judge. Because it's saying judge thee. It said judge thee. So it does, but the way we've been hearing it before versus how I'm looking at it now, it looked as though he was telling us to judge the matter of the uncircumcision being like it. He said, no, this person is going to judge. God, simply because they have the Torah. When we start out in 2 and 1, he talked about us judging people, and yet we're hypocrites. Got what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So it makes sense. He's saying that person who is uncircumcised in flesh, which is by nature, if it completes, if they keeping the Torah, shall he not judge you? For you who have the katab, the writings, and being circumcised, you have transgressed the Torah. Right, yes, sir. We got this part. We just hadn't got to fulfill the Torah in the keeping of it. Let's see what he told us, 28. For he is not a Yehudi who is the inductor in the appearance, for he is not a Jew that is one outwardly. Indicate what? What I say, inductor? Induct is to take in. So if you, hold on for a minute, if you get taken in with us, we're inducting you and bring in. We gonna get it. Oh, y'all trying to read this. Inductment, we bringing you in. Because once you think about it, if you ain't circumcised, you keep the Torah, we're gonna induct you in with us. Hey, you ever seen that movie Unforgiven? How seen that movie Unforgiven? Who's saying it? All right. Remember when he was reading the book the man that author wrote? He said, the duck, he said, that's Duke. He said, I said duck. He said, yep. He said, it said the Duke of York. He said the Duck of York. He says Duke. He said, I said Duck. So it's all about your. Them tell what you have right there. They scrambled our language. So they're trying to keep up for communicate, and y'all guys fell for it. I never let that break us up, though. You see that confusion? I was gonna build a tower, but I can see we ain't saying the same thing. I don't know, and Duck just looked it right come right there. So, for he is not a Yehudi who is the indicator in the appearance. So you're looking at the appearance, and see he condemned appearance before. I want that answer. I'll give 3 points on that one. Y'all got it? All right, that far we going. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? Seriously? Y'all need to work together. Come on, Joseph. What? Joseph, if this is more somebody cheating, come on, talk to him. At least he'll come back and admit it, though. What's going on?
Can you repeat the Can you repeat the answer?
No, I can repeat the question. Go. He asked me, could I repeat the answer? I told him, no, I can repeat the question. See, you don't be listening, folks will get you. The man said, can I repeat the answer? You gotta be listening. You know, a lot of them, what they did? Yeah, he got the answer. No. So I'm gonna need an answer for that one too. See, I got a lot of questions. How many points? How many people answer gonna depend on the point. So let me find out how many people answer. All right. So now we're looking at see, for he is not a Yehudi who is the indicator in the appearance. You guys have been taught this, right? Of the seen, what the eye, they're doing it because of the eye see. Nor is it a circumcision that is the visible signal in the flesh. Okay? So it's not that one in the flesh. Okay? Let's see what he told us. But he is a Yehudi who is the interior of a ish. And it is a circumcision which is of the law. So we understand if the foreskin was the removing circumcision, then if I got rid of fornication, lying and drinking, I got rid of homosexuality, I got rid of there's gonna be on the line, Qatar. So now all these will be similar to what? Because I'm removing. You understand that? So this is why he's telling us that, but he is a Yehudi who is the interior, the inner of the ish. And it is a circumcision which is of the law in the Ruach, and not as it is Qatar, that his Tahalim, did he use Tahalim for prayer? Tahala, is not from the Benim of Adam, but from the Elohim, because of his interior. Okay? Now, for the kids, y'all got a question, right? I need an answer. Not today. I need to, yeah. Oh, it's a guarded question. I want book or situation. I probably could, but I won't want to do it because I might give the answer. We're talking about appearance. You know, I boss somebody looking saying, this ain't that hard, ain't it? How much time they get winning? What team is doing this? Have you had a problem before? Oh, he said team, the white just says team one. The white just said team one. I said, what team doing that? He said, it is I. And I go, he said, so that's another one. How many people gonna answer that question? Team one? We don't know. Yeah, that's impossible. It's the same thing as them. Y'all gotta know it. Think about it. I ain't asking now, y'all don't know. Let me based off the question, let me see, team two and team one. Am I asking something that's hard?
It's not hard. We just want to know the question.
You hear what he just said? What happened? You hear that? You heard he just said. Now what that tell us? Y'all might need to stay home. That man say, you know how y'all don't come to class? Say everybody do their work. The man say he gonna make class. So listen, we're looking at. He was talking about the Yehudi. He was talking about their appearance, and that's not what determines the Yehudi. Okay? We have situations writing that addresses on that matter concerning appearance. Okay? All right, now, y'all, that's it right there, y'all. Y'all heard the question. That's tight right now. That's tight. That's tight right now. Who you think is the one cunning in that group? Oh, we didn't get Hayward. Let me ask you something. Does the COVID cause you to try to con and ask questions? Is that one of the signs? Huh? He said be a first. He never heard it. Stressed out. Oh, yeah. That's the first time we heard that. He said, well, he heard stressed out, everything caused him. As the mouth just stressed, pause wasn't coming in, put COVID. But you ain't have no, you ain't wasn't sick, had no sickness, did it? Yeah, they don't be shaking like that. You don't want to shake up your groin. Man, around and pop the nut or something on that. I mean, I'm talking about, popcorn. What them nuts, what you call them things? No, what you call them? Pecans. That's terrible. My sweet little jailbird might need get them a half a point. Give my sweet little jailbirds a half a point. They so honest. They're just honest. Joseph tried to rat them out and had his answer wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that right? That's it, y'all get your hands up. So y'all got the answer. We'll give them 1 minute. Unless team 3 want to ask me what's the question again and give it to them in another riddle. Yeah. Y'all got one tomorrow, y'all got half of me? Whatever. You gotta change it. Oh. What's that? Repeat the question. I will not. Y'all done had it 50 times. I'll think about it. Come on, I thought about it. No, thank you. They want to know they can get a half a point too. They said they clap. I thought about it though. I don't have to think long. All right, y'all got it? Okay, so how many questions y'all got? Now y'all listen, y'all gotta have these questions turned in today. I need the answer to y'all that going home. I know y'all Bible thumpers. They're just going through every book they can find. And they get their hand on that, get it on that. That man got the Ancient American 2017 Bible. Like, how is it an Ancient American 2017 Bible? That man Bible 5 years old. How is it Ancient American? Yes, sir. Oh, here we go. He thinking. That's tight. Well, let's do this then. Let's put your. Y'all hear what he's saying? Yeah. You know he's gonna tell. This what they trying to do. He said, "I'm thinking." Well, let's do this. Let me hear it and see how I think. Because if I'm gonna be fair, if it's 2, then I'm gonna say, okay, y'all got it. How about this? When we read the question in the book of U'ala Shemu, when it wasn't what I said, even though they were thinking the same way I was, because really I was thinking it said she heard him. She heard him coming. I don't know why in my mind it said it was saying that she heard him coming. But I was wrong. What we do? That's how we do it. So if you give me an answer, and your answer is the good answer, and it still supports the question I asked, I'm gonna give you the points. That's fair. Because I'm saying it's a lot of things. Sometimes I won't know all of them might come to mind. It might you come and watch, say, you know what? That's great. That's it. That's the point. All right? But I know what I'm thinking. Based on what he said, you know, I know what I'm thinking. Somebody come there with something crazy, isn't that right? I know they can probably come up with it too. Team 6. I know what team, I'm going to tell you what they're going to come up with. They probably got it too. They come tear the answer up. I'm going to wait till they turn it in. No. No. I don't like to tell people how I think. No, let's see. Everybody turn the answer in for their question. All right, everybody answer turn in. They make sure. Who are, they make sure, because they need to know who. Oh, we know it, you know it. Hold on, how much Bible they use? Come on, bring it in so we can get it down. Out of paper? Tell them to go tear a piece of tree bark off. They don't have paper, that's why they. Hold on for a minute. Y'all out of paper? Let me tell you what they do. They write down 20 wrong answers and throw them in the trash, then write them. Y'all gonna write one? Y'all gonna challenge? Let's see who all answer the question. Who all waiting to answer? All right, who all done turn the answer in? Let me see them. So we got team 1, team 4, team 3, team 2. We got it? Team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5. That's who going. Y'all see who? Y'all got it? Now, before we go, any challenges? Oh, yeah. I got to say it in. Yeah, we got to say it in. How many questions they got tomorrow? 5? All right, the kids. I need to know the meaning of offering. Offering. I need that answer, man. Talking about the kids? Yeah, I know. So how many people answered? So the question tomorrow, y'all got it, that one y'all turn in today? I'm gonna give 5 points on that one. I'm giving 5 points on the question y'all answered. Yeah, the last question is 5 points. We got it. The challenges, I give 5 points. So what I'm giving on the challenge is the points that other people get. So somebody challenge y'all now, they wrong. That means you got it right, and you get them challenge points too. So that's right, that's 10 points. We put them up for grabs. Everybody get these points in, ain't it? This thing getting critical. When the situation get critical, everybody start looking pitiful. All right. Yes. Who? We'll look and find out. Y'all got to come up with that answer. Uh-huh. Y'all working out? Uh-huh.
How do we word for fruitful?
How my ladies doing? Y'all gonna, so let me something. Y'all gonna leave y'all answer tonight? Y'all need to go home so y'all can come up with I already know. How many of y'all smell trouble? They answering theirs now. They leave, hold on, do we let them leave with their answer? I'm talking about the kid. Them parents going straight home on Wiki Bible. Nah, you don't be wrong. I will get it. What else ever done. For what little I know, you should be up in the morning. We get you right. Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay. Hold on, Tony, the groups. Everybody time up. Everybody answers in, right? Hold on, all of the answers in for the last question, right? They got to turn in. Y'all got y'all question? Let's get it turned in. Hold on, what? 2 points on this one. Can't give y'all 100 points every time y'all do something. 2 points on this one. Y'all got 2 questions y'all got to turn in. 2 points on this one. 2 points on the challenge. I mean, you'll lose 2 points. And other people gain 2 if you get it wrong. All right? So y'all got it? Everybody answers in, right? All right, that's good. We'll answer tomorrow. Everybody too? Yes, sir. All right, give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. Appreciate it. Appreciate Mr. Yahuwah.